This is Sparta!
Welcome to the Lethal Geeks podcast. This is episode 28. I am your host, Charles Sergeant Murtaugh. My co-host for the night, Rock Talks.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
We got our special guest in the house, Jared from Comics Lead. Everybody give him a round of applause.
How you guys doing?
All right, my usual partner, Costello's Way, also known as Phil, also known as Sergeant Riggs. He will be a little late. He might be in about 9:30, 10, somewhere around there. He's got some stuff he's taking care of. But yeah, everybody come on in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe while you're coming in here. Turn on those notification bells. It does help out our algorithm. We do appreciate that. We don't got anything too heavy for you guys tonight, just a few topics here, but we're going to get into some stuff. Mainly, we want to drop some preview trailers and stuff like that for the movies we've seen. We'll drop some stuff about Superman, and we're going to also do we're going to talk about the expo a little bit. Rox, what else are we talking about tonight, man?
I think we got Fantastic Four. I think
there we go.
Yeah, we're going to do a spoiler review with Happy Gilmore. And I think you're also going to talk about weapons. I think you're the one. You're the only one on the panel that's seen it, but you're going to give us a nice little review on weapons today.
If anybody's seen weapons in the chat, shh. I'm gonna try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. All right.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, guys, lots of topics. Real quick, I just wanted to apologize for not being able to make the last episode. I'm really sorry, guys. I had some family stuff going on, but I'm here tonight. And actually, Charles, I did, as we were editing and doing the thumbnails for the episode, I did get all caught up. That was a really good open panel you guys had last time, bro. That was an awesome conversation you guys had going on. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you were able to get caught up with all that because, yeah, you were missing, obviously. So, all right. Rules of the platform is real simple, guys. We ask that you respect everybody that comes into the chat. We're all going to have our differences of opinion when it comes to this comic book stuff, when it comes to anything in general lately. But we all gotta, respect each other and respect each other's opinions. That's generally all we ask. Respect the people that are on the platform. Respect our guests that come on up and things like that. We treat each other like adults. If we can't, we got to start blocking and banning people. So we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
Everybody's welcome when it comes to this shit. So yeah, everybody's welcome. So
I've had to do that a lot on my channel. So.
I wouldn't doubt it, Jared.
Oh my god, it's mostly all like Lois Lane fan accounts because I try and push them. It's fun. It's fun.
Jared, the Wonder Woman troll.
Oh boy, that has been quite an experience, my friend.
Hey, wait. So Jared, so Wonder Woman is your character, your favorite character in DC?
Yep.
Okay.
It recently became that. And then, of course, that's when DC decides to assign their worst writer the Wonder Woman book. So, I
see him going off all the time on X. I'm like, he's going off again.
Trust me. It got to the point where I had to start a hashtag and say, "Get this man off Wonder Woman now." But as the Lord provide, the Lord taketh, the Lord also provideth with absolute Wonder Woman. And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, that's Wonder Woman.
Have you read everything Absolute Wonder Woman so far?
Oh yes, I've read everything for Absolute Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and Martian Manhunter. Awesome. Martian Manhunter, I still don't know what the hell is going on, but it's enjoyable. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's see who we got in the comments here. All right, Medina. He said he'll be watching. Be late watching the Prestige with the Doolies. With dual, yeah,
Doolies.
Doolies. Okay, yeah. I got him. All right, yeah. We got Ron in the house. What's up, Ron?
Yeah, Ron. Nice to see you, buddy.
Mama Bear. Hey.
Mm-hmm. Gilmore Girls fan.
Gilmore Girls. All right.
I saw a comment from Gilmore Girls. It was
What'd she
something
say?
about-
Hang on.
She said, "Happy Gilmore 2 was a good movie."
Yes,
We'll
it
talk
was.
about it.
Yes, it was. I'll die on that hill.
We'll talk about it.
Yes, Weapons was definitely amazing. We are definitely going to get into that. I won't spend too much time on the scene, as I'm probably the only one here has seen it so far. So, all
But
right.
I am very curious to get your thoughts on that, Charles. So
Yeah, absolutely.
kick it off with a little weapons review.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to get into that, Futuretron. What is up? We got Divas, Masara. Hey. All right. All right. I think that is everybody so far.
Raheem.
Happy Gilmore 2 is horrible. We'll talk about it, Raheem. Ross is the one on the panel that really didn't like it. We did. I liked it. But yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't perfect, obviously, but we're definitely going to get into what I didn't like about it. I was talking to my wife earlier about it, so we're definitely going to get into that. So,
you know what else I think we need to talk about? I think we need to talk about Jared's shirt.
Oh, let me see your shirt, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What you doing
put
with
a
that shirt
Snyder
on,
hoodie on if you guys
No,
want.
I'm just busting you, buddy.
Oh, trust
Is that
me.
what is that on the front? Oh, okay.
Oh, trust me. After watching this movie, I have a buddy that was like anticipating the Superman movie. As soon as he saw the movie, he goes, "I want to give my shirt to Goodwill."
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
There's so much in that to unpack.
All right. We're gonna jump right into this. So weapons, spoiler free. So I took my wife and my daughter to see this today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my score of the movie first, and then I'll get into this is spoiler free, so I'll try to keep that down as much as possible without giving anything away in the film. You really got to watch it. But I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Damn. So that's my score for it right off the bat. I give it an 8.5 because the pacing was good, but it was a little long-winded. You know what I mean? So that's the slow. There was a slow burn there. Generally, I do like slow burns, just depending on how it goes. But there's a bit of a slow burn in the first act going into the second act. But then after that, they start to reveal the stuff you want to see and all that stuff. But yeah, so right off the bat, man, it starts off creepy. You got this kid narrating basically what happened in the town. The film follows mainly I think there's like 4 or 5 protagonists in this film, 2 main protagonists, and then there's like other ones, but they tell the film from their perspective about what happened to these kids and how they disappeared. Follows this teacher, played by, what is her name, Julia Gardner. She played the Silver Surfer too, bro. In Fantastic Four. That was her. Yeah, so it follows her. She's a school teacher. Her kids, it was just her classroom. They all disappeared. Nobody knows why. They have a town hall meeting about what's going on. She's labeled the boogeyman, basically. And then little by little, dude, throughout the film, they start to basically unravel everything that's been happening. So I want to say, like, kind of in the middle of the film, you kind of pick up on what's going on. Okay. And then the third act, it just basically lead to how they're going to stop it or how they, and that's led by what is her name in the film? So Julia, let me see. I can't remember what her name was. Hold on. So she plays
Julia Gardner, Justine Gandy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So starts off with her. And then Josh Brolin's character gets involved because his kid is missing as well. Okay. And then they basically put their 2 heads together and start working together after he jumped on her about what was going on, because everybody in town pretty much accused her, especially the parents of the kids that are missing. They accuse her of everything. Okay. Basically, she's the one that caused it. But little by little, it starts to unfold about what's really going on. There is some that might be saying too much.
So would you categorize it more as a horror or more as mystery or horror mystery?
It was more of a mystery than a horror film. Okay. It had a few jump scares in it, but it was more linear, like a mystery or a suspense thriller. So the horror elements that you would expect from like say maybe a Nightmare on Elm Street or a film like, something like that. It wasn't quite that. No, this film was more, it felt more like a whodunit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it felt more like a whodunit. So they had that dread and that mystery in there while these two characters were trying to solve what was going on with the kids.
You're making me want to reference that movie with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Oh, you talking about Seven?
Yes. You're making me want to reference that.
Right. It was creepy. It definitely had that. It had the creep factor of more like I'm trying to think of a good one. Have you ever seen Get Out with Jordan Peele?
Yes.
Like that. Had a little bit more. It had a little bit more gore in it and a couple of jump scares, but otherwise it had that suspense. It had that feel to it. Yeah, that's what it was. Like. Yeah, and that was a good film. So yeah, but yeah, so like I said, all in all, I recommend going to see it for people who like. If you're looking for like an extreme horror, body horror film with blood and guts and all that stuff, that is not what this is. They do have stuff in it, and the way some of these people die, it's a trip. But other than that, yeah, it felt more like a mystery thriller with some horror elements kind of tied into it. So.
Which is hilarious because the trailer made it out to be like essentially a demonic
possession stuff, right? And there is, like I said, there is there is a character that they're going to reveal in here that it's gonna start to make sense once her character is on screen, and you'll be like, now you're starting to get it. But there's some really kooky shit with her too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but it was good, man.
Good horror movie. So it's worth one to watch, eh?
Yeah, it was worth the watch, definitely. So, yep.
No, I think I'm going to check it out this week. Most likely, I'll be checking that one out this week. I still haven't checked out The Naked Gun, and I want to see that one as well too.
I want to see that one too. Yeah. I want to catch it. I actually want to see it in while it's still on the big screen before it comes to streaming, because you know how they do 45 days, and that's all you get in partner.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like it's been like a pretty good year for the horror genre with Sinners and now this. It seems like there's like a bit of a revival towards that genre.
I think that there is a revival toward originality. When people sat down in front of their typewriter or their computer or their pen and paper, I don't care what you got, and you wrote an original story. You didn't pull from an IP and grab a stack of comic books and created a story, or grabbed an IP. This Sinners is an original story. Weapons. Now when they were talking about a true story, though, I was just like, is it like a real true story, or are they saying true story like in the film? You know what I mean? Yeah.
A couple good comments I've just seen. Gilmore Girls fan says it has the same suspense as Woman in the Yard for me. So that's a
yeah. I don't know if you've seen Woman in the Yard. It was a very suspenseful film. Kind of had that Conjuring vibe to it.
Okay.
Felt like that. Yeah.
And then Final Girl Andrea says, I didn't love Weapons, but I saw. Go and see it for yourselves. So yeah, I definitely plan on seeing that.
Like I said, for people like if you're looking for like that Annabelle, Conjuring, that kind of suspense, Insidious is not like that. It's not like that. It's basically a longer version of a mystery with horror elements kind of sprinkled in there. That's basically what it was like. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say you gave this one an 8 out of 10, 8.5?
I gave it an 8.5. Yeah.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah. Because I gave Sinners a 9.5. So yeah, I gave this an 8.5 for sure.
All right. Well, if I don't like it, I'm coming back and I'm roasting you.
Yeah.
All right. I like stuff in the film, but I like stuff like that. That's just when it comes to that type of film, when it comes to horror and suspense, because they're not on top of my list as far as, science fiction is my shit. There's nothing that's going to come above that. So, but yeah, horror is like on my, I want to say, so science fiction, and then I like action movies, like Lethal Weapon and all of that. Number 3 would be suspense thrillers, like true to life suspense thrillers. You know what I'm saying? And then horror, and then comedy. So you know what I mean? So that's kind of like how it is for me. But
that's your tier list. I got it.
Yeah, that's my tier list. So yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Jared, any thoughts? You got anything you want to say, or are you good?
Sounds like an interesting film. I may check it out. This type of stuff's not necessarily my thing, but you know, there hasn't been a lot of films out this year that have interested me that much.
Gotcha. Are you? I take it you're just not a big horror fan.
It depends. It's like I like Aliens and Predator, I guess, if that counts.
Classics.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a cultured man.
Gotcha.
Oh God, yeah. Those movies. Can you imagine? I mean, I'm glad that they're actually bringing. They're trying to expand the universe of Alien and Predator, dude. They got some talent coming on, and I saw they played the Predator Badlands trailer again.
Oh my
man,
God.
I'm like,
dude, that Predator animated movie was amazing.
I have to see that. I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it. Everybody's saying I have to watch it. So
it is awesome.
I already know about the Danny Glover's character in Predators 2 and Arnold's character in 1. And what is it? Prey? I heard she's in it too. So,
oh my God, it's so good. Okay. It's so good.
Yeah, I checked it out.
They did the trailer for Predator Badlands in front of Fantastic Four, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. So seeing that trailer on the big screen was pretty nuts. I will actually definitely check out Badlands when that one drops.
Hell yeah.
Man, it steals much stuff that don't listen to John. We're gonna talk a little bit about it.
We'll get to that eventually, guys. Try and stay on topic. I can't believe he called him that. Oh my God.
Ah, man. Let's see. Giancarlo Martinez says, totally agree. Campia is the shield of the highest order. He is. It's like a holy trinity of shields, bro. Him, Robert Meyer Burnett, and what's the other one? I can't think of his name right now, but they're like the top 3 to me, man.
Bro, I'm never going to be able to get that nickname out of my head now.
John Campia.
I've never heard of that. That's good.
Oh my God. All right. Okay.
All right. Anyway, moving on, we are going to talk about Highlander.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the latest casting, Mr. Dave Bautista himself as the Kurgan. Now, I saw Highlander a long time ago. So there's not very much that I remember. I'm gonna see this, but there's not very much that I remember from it because I didn't watch it a lot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What about you, Rox?
I was never a big Highlander guy. I think growing up, I remember there being a TV show. Am I wrong?
I think so.
Yeah. And I you know what? I was just too young at the time, never really got into it. The fact that Henry Cavill is doing this, though, is what's going to bring me to the theater get me interested in this IP. And Russell
Crowe, yeah.
So this will be my introduction to the Highlander IP. So I am looking forward to it. But like I said, I'm really kind of going in blind. I don't know much about Highlander. I knew there was a TV show that was around when I was growing up. I never watched it.
What was his name?
Okay.
Highlander series is a science fantasy action adventure television series featuring Duncan MacLeod. Adrian Paul is his name. The Scottish clan MacLeod. Yeah. So
there were 6 seasons of that show too. I didn't realize it went on that long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. The last one was in the last season. I think was in '98. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we got Dave Bautista joining the cast, and like I think it was actually Phil who pointed this out. It feels like we're getting Zach's team back with this movie. Between Batista and Russell Crowe and Henry Cavill.
If all of a sudden Affleck and Godot are in this movie, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah,
but no, that's pretty cool, man. Like to see these people who were so intricate in some of Zach's projects working together. That's awesome, and it's gonna bring my butt to the theater for sure.
Yeah,
so
of course,
I wonder when they're gonna drop a trailer.
Mm-hmm. Between that and the other movie Cavill's doing, what was the video game one? Warhammer.
It's also
Warhammer. Yeah.
I think he's also in Voltron.
Voltron as well.
Voltron.
Yeah, I remember they announced.
I think he just started. Did he just start filming that, or was it? No, hold on. Let me see. Voltron.
I thought it may have actually wrapped filming.
Did it wrap filming, right?
Hang on. Yeah, I thought I heard about that.
Yep, has officially wrapped filming in Australia. So
right.
yeah, principal photography began in December of 2024.
All right.
Yeah. So I used to watch the animated show when I was a kid too. I liked it.
That was right around your time.
It was basically like it was like Transformers, but with yeah.
That was like early 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Highlander 2025. Have they announced a trailer? Or no, nothing yet.
No, I haven't seen anything on the trailer just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of fan-made concepts, but nothing legitimate yet.
But yeah. So Bautista, I'm actually kind of excited that he's going to be in this as well. And here's why. I think that he has a very, very excellent acting range. He really does. If you've seen him in anything, and that's what I like about him, is he doesn't choose other than the typecast roles he's had with Guardians of the Galaxy. Every role he's had outside of that has been different. Every single one of them, they've been different. Have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
Yes, I did see that one. I've seen that one. That was on Netflix, actually. That was good.
That was good. That
he plays
was
a weirdo in that one.
Best ones, bro. Yeah, that was one of his best ones.
The little girl in the family, right? In the cabin.
The little girl, the two guys is the dads and the yeah.
I saw that one. That was a messed up movie, bro.
It was messed up, but it was good. But yeah, he played one of, I mean, it's too late now if you guys haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But basically him and 3 other people, they represented the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's basically what, and he was one of them. Basically, I think he was he War?
I'm not too,
I can't remember which one he was.
As far as I thought they were all like escaped convicts because it wasn't just
no. So no, one of them was a school teacher. He was a coach. One of them, there was only one of them that was bad, like a bad dude, that beat up one of the dads a long time ago. Well, he was one of them. Yeah. And then so it was basically basically Bautista and one other guy. Then it was 2 women, and then they also played, each of the one of the 4 horsemen. But yeah, it was pretty good, man. But
his physique in that movie, he was big when they filmed that one. Like I've seen pictures of him recently, and he's definitely bigger. He's slimmed down now, but he was pretty damn big in this movie.
Yeah, he was. He said when he did, I think he was like 300 and something pounds.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it in his neck, bro. Like right.
Yeah. How tall is he, dude? He's like what? Let me see. He is, he's 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah, so he's 4 inches taller than me, and he's like right now he's at 240.
Wow.
So he was bigger than that when he was on when he did Cabin in the Woods. But yeah, like I said, outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, his little bitty, I mean, he had like maybe 15 minutes or so or something like that in Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
He played a very like down to earth solemn character, and it was only for that short window, and you could tell based off of just that. I'm like, this dude right here has some acting chops, man.
There's also Army of the Dead.
There's Army of the Dead. Yeah. Absolutely. There you go. Yep. He played the distraught father and the distraught husband very, very well. Mm-hmm. I like how I liked his character arc, and it was sad that he had to die at the end, but it was a good film.
Charles, pull up the picture I just presented. Can you see it there? Where's at the bottom?
I see it.
Yeah, pull it up. So people, get a idea of his size.
There. He was way bigger than what he is right now, for sure. Yeah. Yep, I think she was a nurse. That one right there. Mm-hmm. So she was a nurse. The guy in the red shirt actually was a bad dude and ended up attacking one of the dads in a bar like a long time ago because of his, because of their, identity or whatever, sexual preference. But it was a good film. I highly recommend this if you haven't seen it. So
there is actually another movie very similar to Cabin in the Woods that came out on Netflix not too long ago, and it was with Kevin James, the guy from King of Queens. It was called Becky. Did you guys ever see that?
I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
Look it up, bro. Look it up. Yeah. Kevin James plays like a maniac type, and there's a family camping at like this. I don't know if it's a cabin or if it's like a family cottage or something like that, but basically they're isolated away from everybody for a little bit. And this guy and a bunch of his ex-convicts come in and they start causing some shit and killing people. And it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Futuretron said, did you see that tweet about audience being stupid of choices, Jurassic World Rebirth? Yeah, we're gonna kind of glance over that. We're gonna talk about that one.
We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, as for Highlander, no, like oh, sorry. Go ahead, Charles. You want to read that?
I'll read his comments. Word.
Anyways, back to Highlander. No, like I said, I'm not very well versed in the whole Highlander universe, but because Cavill and because Batista, Russell Crowe, you got an all-star cast here. I'm definitely bringing my butt to the theater to see this one. Where do you guys stand?
I'm so seeing that. Oh my!
Yeah, I'm watching it. For sure, man. Because that, like I said, I obviously want to see Cavill and definitely want to see Russell Crowe. And having Bautista on board, that's just icing on the cake right there. So yeah, that means that they are serious about this shit, bro.
I'm curious with the type of role Batista's going to play in this movie, because when I see his physique now, I don't see him taking on a very physical style of role. I don't, you know what I mean? So I'm just interested to seeing how they play up this character, because he's supposed to be the antagonist, correct? He's supposed to be the bad
I'm
guy.
assuming so. He's playing, what is his name again? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's playing who Clancy Brown played in the first movie, and he was the antagonist in the first one, the Kurgan or something like that.
Like Kurgan, KU. Yeah. Hey,
hello,
fool.
Hi guys.
What's up,
Charles? I love that hat. You look so.
Thanks,
like, pimpin', bro.
Oh, speaking of that, me and my wife, we were watching Dexter. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Have you ever seen Dexter?
No.
You look exactly like Sergeant Bautista. I mean, exact. Let me find a picture. Hold on.
How you doing, Joe?
My wife, she was like, he looks exactly like him. Tell Phil he looks like Sergeant Bautista. I was like, okay.
He does look like him.
He does, doesn't he? Look.
Oh my god.
Picture.
Put a hat on similar to this with a polo shirt on like this, and there you go. Yep.
Sergeant Batista, that's the name? All right, hold on. Look
Yeah, Sergeant Bautista. Put in Dexter, Sergeant Bautista, and you'll see.
Dexter.
Oh my god.
Here you go. I got it. Yeah. He does. He so does.
Bro, hang on. I got the one with the sunglasses, because with the sunglasses, it looks just like.
Are you serious?
There you go.
Hold on. Is it it?
Oh my god.
Where is it? Is that the one?
Yeah.
What can I say?
So does.
Phil, there's one where he's wearing sunglasses. Pull up that one where he's got the sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Dude, there's so many fucking pictures. Dude, I can't find out. Ah, there's one. Okay. All right. Let me do that one here.
Agent 47.
Who's this guy?
$1.99. Thank you, sir. He says Highlander is another flop incoming.
Okay, let me answer. I'm going to answer that. Angel 47. Allow me. Why? Why do you think it's going to be a flop? I'm going to give you a drop either way, because I'm listen. Everyone's opinion here is welcome, but I want to understand, why do you think it's going to be a flop? I'm going to tell you. You might have your opinion, and that's totally fine, and I'm going to respect that. But I'm going to give you my counter as why I think it's not a flop. For the following reasons. One, Cavill is now in Amazon. Amazon is going to give him a shit ton of money and creative control. And also, he's doing Voltron, which that wrapped. He's going to do the Warhammer 40,000. I'm not a fan of that franchise. I've never played those games, but I'm going to get to know it now when Cavill.
He would do.
He getting the bag regardless. Yeah.
And third,
he getting the bag regardless. So
yeah. And third, Cavill is a fucking geek like us, so he is making sure everything is staying to the source material. So, with all due respect, I disagree with you, but we will see.
I want to
add to your point, if it's a flop, I will acknowledge it. But in my personal opinion, I think that's going to be a fucking killer. Go ahead, Rox.
Also, Cavill,
and then I'll give him a drop.
Henry Cavill is also a household name. Okay, the global audience recognizes Henry Cavill. That's why Superman, in my opinion, is having some of the issues that it's having right now. It doesn't have a lead actor. It doesn't have a household name attached to that project. Any household name, like, for example, a Bradley Cooper, is limited to a cameo role. They're not the star of the show.
And I want to follow up and say this. I also disagree for various reasons, but not necessarily because people are saying Cavill is in it or whatever the case may be, or the last movie he was in it flopped. First of all, let's put the onus on the people who make these films, and it ain't the actors. Number two, okay, when you are a coach, what is the job of a coach? The job of a coach, i.e. the directors that direct these films, is to direct their actors to show an emotion or express a certain way that a character is supposed to be. They coach them to do that. That determines what the tone of a film is going to be. So you haven't seen Highlander yet to kind of make that determination whether or not this film is going to be a flop, simply because you don't know anything about the director and how this movie is going to be shot. Now you may not like Cavill, and that's okay. You might not have liked the last film he was in, and that's okay. That is not the responsibility of Cavill just because his face is in front of the camera. That was a responsibility of the writers and the directors who made that film and how they wanted that character portrayed. That's what this is about. So I don't know anything about Highlander other than what I saw years ago. Okay. I thought it was good, but other than that, I'm going to go into this film with an open mind because I don't know shit about the film.
Well, my other question...
I know that Russell Crowe is a great actor. I know that Cavill is a great actor. And I damn sure know that Bautista is a great actor. That's what I know about those three.
Yeah.
That's what I know about those three characters right there. Those three cats right there. So I'm going to hold my reservation in saying that it's a flop just because Cavill is in it. Because that's kind of being biased. That's just my opinion.
This is what I don't understand. It's like, what are you referring to when you say another Cavill flop incoming? What movies?
He specifically pointed out Cavill. Exactly. He's probably talking about that film that
was Cavill's fault. That's the part here.
So remember that film
about Argyle?
No, not Argyle. The other one. It was Cavill was in a film where he was a character in a book, and I can't remember what the name of it was.
Argyle.
Was that Argyle? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Cavill wasn't playing a character in the film. Cavill was playing a character that belonged in a book. Mm-hmm. Right. So his job wasn't to play a different character in that particular film because it wasn't about him. That was about a character in a book. And he was playing that particular character, not the character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was about the character in the book that she was writing. It was about, what is her name? Bryce Dallas Howard. Her name's Bryce Dallas Howard. She was a writer in the film. She's an author, and she was writing a book about a character named Argyle in her book, and it was based off of her fantasy and how she saw the character. So you can't blame that on Cavill because that's how it was written. That's how it was supposed to be written. That's all I'm saying.
Let me give him a drop. Let me give him a drop. They give a super chat. They get a drop.
Can you remind me what I pay you people for? Honestly, throw me a bone here. What do we have?
Sea bass.
Right.
They are mutated sea bass.
Really? Are they ill-tempered?
Absolutely.
Well, that's a start, you know.
All right. So, question: where were you guys? I just jumped in. I just got home. I grabbed a quick bite, so I'm in now.
We are about to end the Highlander talk and move into the next. We're literally about to go into the next.
Okay.
One. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just say something real quick here about the Highlander, and then we'll move on to the next topic. So first of all, Jared, thank you for being here, dude. Dude, you are the one guy I need to talk to today, because I got some special goodies that I have not touched yet that I'm going to share with you and with everybody. So stay tuned for that. When it comes to Highlander, yes, Batista, I love that he's being cast as the Kurgan, because Batista said it himself. I don't want to be a superhero. He doesn't want to be in the superhero genre all the time. He wants to act, and this man has been acting. I haven't seen. Has any of you seen The Last Showgirl? No, he's Pamela Anderson's in it, so he's with Pamela Anderson also. So Batista's portfolio as a dramatic actor is growing. So this is a fan fiction movie, sure, but he's going to be acting. He's going to be expressing. So I'm looking.
That's what we were saying earlier, right before you came in, bro. I was like, other than being typecast with the Guardians of the Galaxy crap, all of his roles have been different, and they have all had different ranges and different tones.
Blade Runner 2039, 2049. The one in the cabin with
cabin in the woods.
We
were just talking about him. We were just talking about him. Yep. So
all right. So next topic then. But please, guys, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are in what episode is this? 28. Episode 28. We got Jared, friend of the podcast, back with us.
Hey,
and
we did all the introductions already. You can shut the hell up and keep going, bro. Keep on stepping.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about this now.
Here we go.
Oh,
It starts.
Somebody closer. I was so glad they did that in the movie. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Yes.
We're gonna let Charles go first. We're gonna let
Charles, you go first.
Yes. All right. So
hold on. Jared, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
He's on.
All right.
Yeah, he liked it. Yeah. All right. So first of all, right off the bat, out of 10, I give it an 8. Okay, I give it an 8.
Jesus.
Hold on. Why? Hold on, Rocks. Let me talk, brother. All right, because it made me laugh. Do you understand that?
Oh, you laugh, Charles?
I laugh.
You're too serious.
And I don't laugh. So it made me laugh. Why I give it an 8 out of 10 instead of anything else is because it is point by point. One, I think they did the nostalgia just a little too long. They let that run a little too long. As far as, when they could have filled in the holes if they would have just made a Happy Gilmore 2 years ago. So I think they went a little long with the nostalgia. I there's points where you're just like, okay, I get it. You're trying to shove what used to be down our throats. I understand what you're trying to do. I did not like that. And I also did not like the fact that, I really didn't like that they killed Virginia and the way she died. I really didn't like that at all in the beginning. I thought that she should have been a part of his life, trying to help him build his empire back up after they lost everything with the kids. That would have been a funnier thing to me than. And then what else? I think that was it. Oh, and I did not like the fact that I got the gag with the drinking. It went too far. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. You're an alcoholic now, and you got, everything is basically fake, it's hollow, and you're drinking. Okay, I got it, bro. Yeah, that. Oh, and the part about the we were talking about last night, Ross. That should have been his. That swing is his. It should have been trademarked, owned. Nobody else should have been able to do it. That was his swing. I agree with that. Yeah. So there you go.
So let me just jump right into it. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy the movie, because I said it last night when we talked about it. I did enjoy the movie. It's just there are so many. Listen, I get it. It's a silly comedy, and that's what a lot of people expect from a silly comedy movie. But when you compare it to the first movie, there's a certain charm that the first movie has, because even though it's a comedy, even though it's silly, it is still grounded with some sense of realism. things don't go off the rails. Anything that actually happened in the first Happy Gilmore movie, minus maybe the alligator stuff, you could actually, you know what I mean? It could legitimately happen.
Yeah.
What they did with this movie is they took it and cranked it up to like 100 when they didn't need to do that.
Right. I got you.
As far as I'm concerned, killing off Virginia was a mistake. They definitely should have kept, because she was such a central character in the first movie that everybody was attached to not get more of her in the second movie and get what you got is just so limited.
Exactly. She was part of the reason why he won and why he succeeded. And I agree with that.
It just really felt like wasted potential. Why bring her back just to do that?
Just to kill her with a golf ball, bro. Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
My second major issue with the movie is that this movie should have happened 10 years ago. The reason why every cameo was the son of this character or the son of that character is because nobody was around anymore to cameo. They all passed away. So had this movie have come out, let's say 10 years ago, I think it would have served the audience and served the story a lot better. You could have actually brought back characters like Chubbs. You could have brought back the Jackass guy. You could have brought back all these characters that weren't around, but they tried to pay homage to in this movie. Thirdly, the other thing I didn't like what they did to Shooter McGavin. I understand they tried to redeem Shooter McGavin and redeem him from his first movie, but in this movie, they turned him into a lunatic. They turned him into somebody who's fresh out the fucking crazy bin. Okay. And he's literally insane. He's not the same character from the first movie. In my opinion, he's playing a different character. He's playing Shooter McGavin, again, cranked up to 100. That wasn't really needed. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would have been fine with a story where Happy and Shooter team up, kind of like they were getting to in this movie. But the way it was executed with that third act went right off the rails. Because what they end up doing with this new golf league in the movie is that there's basically no more rules to golf. And they're making up rules on the spot. So when you get to the final scene where Happy is on the platform, and then all of a sudden the antagonist in the movie is like, oh, well, this is the rule here. And then he pushes the button and all of a sudden the platform starts spinning. It's like there's no stakes. If you could just make up the rules whenever you want, the stakes are completely gone. You get what I'm saying? And again, you mentioned it too, the Happy Gilmore swing. The fact that now in this movie, every single golfer from the new league can do the Happy Gilmore swing. It takes away that specialness of that.
It takes away what made him him, and it originated from hockey. Yeah,
right?
Yep, you're right. Absolutely. I when I saw it, and I was just like, but that's his. You know what I mean? That's how he gets down. That is literally what sets off the plot for the original film. Is his freaking 800-yard swings and all of that. But no, I feel you, man. Yeah.
So like what there was a certain point in the movie where I saw something happen, and as soon as this happened, it was all downhill from there. It's the scene where they're swinging, and then all of a sudden on the screen you see like a video game style swing for all the golfers. As soon as I saw them do that, I'm like, this just went off the rails. It took away from any realm of believability for this comedy movie and just threw it into the genre of like just, how do I word it? Just craziness. You know what I mean? It just took it to that whole other level that Happy Gilmore never was.
Right. And they made it, and if you notice, they made the film basically about the old heads versus the new heads.
Yes.
If you think about it,
yes.
They made it about, even though he had a crazy wild swing, he still came from a generation of golfers that respected the game and knew what it was like to shut your motherfucking mouth on the court, on the field, and let them do their thing. And it was just it was kind of like that elegance to it. This was basically like X Games or something. You know what I mean? Yes. And it was just,
You remember, like, have you ever seen on, I don't know if you guys had it in the States, but I know in Canada there was a show called Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
I've never heard of it, but they all sound the same.
It was like one of those Asian wild like sports type shows where they do like a whole bunch of crazy stunts in some kind of a competition. But it was all dubbed over. It was dubbed over with English dialogue, right?
Okay. Yeah.
that's kind of like what I felt like the games were trying to mimic, like that style, but with golf. You get what I'm saying? And it didn't work for me. The other thing I didn't like is every single beat to this movie was a rehash of the beats that they used in the first movie, but not done as well. So, like when you look at the story, okay, how the beginning of the movie, the wife dies. It's the same, just like in the beginning of the first movie, the dad dies, right? And then the wife dying sets it up for him to go broke, lose everything. And then in order for him to come back, for his comeback, he needs to make money for his daughter to go to ballet or whatever it was. Was it ballet? Ballet school or something like that?
Ballet, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Right? So he had to go through the downfall, right? So in the first movie, again, he went through that same downfall, but it was with his grandmother losing her house. And he's trying to get the money back so he can get her house back. You know what I mean? It was literally the same story beats, completely repeated. And then again, you add in, they had the same style of jokes where the fight at the graveyard scene. Completely mimicking the Bob Barker fight. As funny as the graveyard scene was, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, Ross, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. Let me say something right quick here. I'm reading through the chats. All right, guys, listen, man. I get it. We're still in the Highlander Cavill. It's gonna flop phase here. Listen, guys, I understand. Look, we all got our opinions, man. Agent 47, he has a right to his opinion. Let's not diss him. Crown Lows, I hear you. I totally understand. I'm a Cavill fan too. I don't like hearing the fact that something that he's gonna be in is gonna flop. I really do not. But like I said, y'all, it's just keep it light. It's all right. It's just an opinion.
Keep it respectful. It's his opinion.
Yeah, there's no need for everybody in here to get all wild about it. Let's just be
guys, Agent 47 was respectful. He threw us.
He was respectful. He wasn't being rude. All that. So let's just keep it tight. So,
but I'd like to hear.
Appreciate it, guys.
I'd like to hear from Phil or Jared. Like, what would you guys?
Yeah,
think?
Let me go first, so that way I can go back and mute.
There you go.
Trying to prep all the
material. That was tough. Go ahead, man.
So basically, I just like you guys. It did go a little too long on the emotion part. It should have come in a little sooner. I don't know why they didn't do this movie sooner, but whatever. My favorite part of the movie was the lobster scene, the lobster tank. I just like, it's on the camera. Security, can you put the cameras out for 90 seconds? It's like, that is so Adam Sandler. I just fucking love it. That was the best part of the movie for me. That was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is I love it. Thank you, Adam. But yeah, man, it's there were some things that I did not like. But overall, you know what? I enjoyed it. And at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about, guys? Let's just escape from our problems, life, marriages, whatever, and just have a laugh. Because that's the thing that what I said also during the Naked Gun review that I did on One Shots. If you haven't gone to see it, please go check it out. Life is too fucking hard now. So many problems going on. Political, religious, work, marriages, school, whatever. Don't matter. Bottom line is, we should all escape a moment and just laugh. It's okay to laugh. It's healthy to laugh. It's healthy.
Facts. And I was telling them, even though buffoonery is last on my list when it comes to this type of stuff, I still like to laugh, dude. I mean, I still like to clown. And there are certain things that'll take me right to that place because it is so obscenely and so objectively stupid on paper because it is meant to be. And that's what I love about stuff like that, bro. So yeah.
So there is one scene I want to highlight that I actually really enjoy. The scene where he goes to his happy place again, and this time his happy place are like, a pair of pants that are actually like decent size that fit him.
Yeah,
those little gags, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, he get it now. You ain't a young man no more. You got a gut. You got to get some pants that work for you.
It changes as he ages. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love that.
Jared, throw us your thoughts, man. What did
you think, man?
Yeah, so going into this, I was a little concerned because whenever Hollywood tries to make sequels to movies that came out a long time ago, 9 times out of 10, they're utter garbage. So going into this, I was like, oh boy, here we go. But it's like when I was watching it, again, was it the best movie ever? No, but Was it hilarious? Yes, because I'm the guy that whenever my buddy and I play golf, we're quoting lines from the movie. It's like if I'm closer to the hole, I go, "Somebody's closer." So when he said, "Somebody went further," I'm like, "Yes, yes, I got a new line."
Yeah. We would do that. We would go. My wife and my kid. We went golf, like mini golf. You know, just plain old putt golfing at one of those bowling places or whatever it was, arcade places. And we do it all the time. Act like we're Shooter McGavin every time we get a putt.
I was also laughing every time you saw how many things in the house were actually a flask. It's like it's a golf club. It's the golf ball. It's to the point. It's a golf ball, and I go, okay, that's really fun. That's really funny. And him trying to swing, but he messes and crumples up on the hole because he's so drunk. And it's good. That was good. Now, do I like the whole? Oh, all you had to do was like snip a tendon in your back, and then you can do an even more extreme Happy Gilmore swing. And I go, no, but I get. It's like, where else could you go? I do kind of thought it was funny how the media interviews have evolved, because now everyone's going on podcasts.
You know what? They could have done the reverse, where because of his age, he can't do the Happy Gilmore swing anymore, and now he's on the same level as everybody else. Instead of raising everybody else up to his level, why not bring Happy down to their level? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The other part I kind of enjoyed were his kids. Like, if you insulted the Bruins, all of a sudden they would start attacking you. I'm like, yeah, that I'm in a hockey household. I know what that's like. I know what that's like.
I thought the stuff with the kids was like they were mimicking what Adam Sandler would have acted like when he was younger.
Yeah.
And I thought they
were him in the first movie.
Yes.
That's cool. I like that.
That.
There you go. I like that. And of course, Ben Stiller returning, but he's like the worst AA like instructor ever. It's like he goes, okay, so in order to not be an alkie, you have to wash my car.
Look, here it is. Here it is
from the first movie.
Yeah, it is. Rocks from Raheem Hamilton. He says Sandler said that they had to rewrite Happy Gilmore too, obviously after the death of Carl Weathers. Originally, Carl was supposed to have a big role, and Sandler talked to him about it before he passed. So I imagine because Carl Weathers had a significant role in the first one, and he was part of obviously Virginia was too, but he was also a part of that success and made Happy what he was in that first movie. I think it might have turned out a little bit different.
It just clicked what they did. Now it just clicked for me what they did. They had to turn Virginia into his character because Chubbs died in the first movie, right? So if he needed that inspiration from Chubbs, they had to replace that character. So now putting Virginia in that spot actually makes sense.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, that's probably what they did. But overall, it was like, let me put it this way: considering again Hollywood's track record with this type of stuff, you know what? I enjoyed it, and it was at the very least it was funny, and it didn't like crap on the old movie, because that's another tendency Hollywood has. So it's that's why I was like, okay, I'll allow it.
I think just growing up with Happy Gilmore, I've always had a soft spot for Adam Sandler and for that character.
Oh, so I went through a huge Adam Sandler phase, bro.
So I never want to see a movie like this with the Happy Gilmore name attached to it fail. I'm not going to say it failed, because it did what it was intended to do. It broke records on Netflix, which is phenomenal. I just can't help but imagine in my head what this movie would have been had it came out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah. But other than that, Happy Gilmore 2, guys, check it out on Netflix, whether you love it or hate it. Like I said, you get some laughs out of it, even if you didn't, really like the film that much. It did have some elements in it that I loved. So yeah, it was, like I said, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I'm pretty sure. Rocks, what you give it, bro? Like a 6?
I'd give it a 6.5, maybe 6.5. A 7. Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, I go with Rocks. Same. Oh, okay, Rox, do you want that video?
Which one?
That video you told me last night.
The one with the
but Jared, tell us before Jared first asked.
Jared, what do you say? What do you give it? Happy Gilmore 2.
7.5.
7.5.
Okay. All right, so overall, between all the four of us, we're giving it around a 7.
Around a
Yeah.
seven,
Which okay,
Yeah.
that sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable.
That's good.
All right. So Rox, do you want me to? I got it ready here for you.
Yeah, I don't
The
even
video. Yeah. You know what you want to do.
The one
pull it
that,
up,
You'll
and
see.
I'll pull it up, and I'll remember.
Yeah, you instantly remember.
As
Go
soon
ahead.
as soon as I see it, I'll remember. Yeah.
that.
Yes. Okay. So again, this was my other issue. One of the issues I had with this movie is that, in my opinion, this skit came out a couple years ago before Bob Barker died. Adam Sandler and Bob did this skit together. As far as I'm concerned, this skit was funnier than the entirety of Happy Gilmore 2. So, Phil, roll it, buddy. Let's let the audience decide. Oh, we got no audio.
There's no sound.
Oh, no audio. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. Let me reshare that. Entire screen. Share audio. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself just in case.
Many years.
That's right. Not since Happy Gilmore. But we know that providing schools and services for people with autism is too important.
Absolutely. So I'm hanging out here with Bob, helping him with his soup while his hip heals.
I do not need your help, Adam.
You told me the soup was hot, Bob. Let me help you.
That's disgusting. Come on. What's the matter, Bob? I'm fine. But you know, you are looking old.
Thanks for pointing that out.
How old are you? 60?
I think we're supposed to talk about autism, Bob.
You're looking chunkier than the soup.
That was a good one.
I guess doing all those movies without me took its toll.
Oh, that's what this is about.
If I had known that I had to toss your salad to be in another one, I would have. But Rob Schneider didn't send me the memo.
Okay. You know what? I think Price is Right is on now. We could
Yeah.
love the host. He's just so funny and not crotchety and angry. And
You know what else is great about him?
tell me.
He's worked 25 years and never had to do the whoppity-doo, waka-waka-woo voice.
Yeah.
You know, like a desperate idiot.
Couldn't be nice, could you, Bobby? Huh?
This soup is too hot. Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
I think those balls would have been a lot lower.
Oh no.
Get it back to you.
Oh no. Oh no, Bobby. No. It's not over yet. It's not. I can't let you die on me. I'm sorry. Come
Oh,
back
no.
and let me finish your ass. Oh no. No.
Oh.
You're truly number one in my book.
How many fucking asparagus did you eat today? It is now.
Ebola.
Yeah. It's all over now. Deal with it.
One of us is already 91, dummy.
Huh? What? Oh!
I wish I could see David Spade's face when he finds out there won't be a Grown Ups 3.
Yeah. So
Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh,
rest
my
in peace,
God.
Bob Barker. But as far as I'm concerned, that was funnier than the entirety of Happy
So
Gilmore 2.
good.
For
Oh,
sure,
my
man.
God.
For sure. Yeah, dude. All right. So moving on to so let's see the chat here. Oh, yep. TJ's laughing. Yes, Mama Bear, I'm prepared.
How many fucking asparagus did you eat?
I'm prepared, TJ. I'm prepared. All right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
guys, it's time to talk about this.
Phil's excited.
Oh, dude. Okay, so for all you who don't know, I just came back from Fan Expo Boston.
What a fucking nerd.
I know.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm a fucking nerd.
He's so
And
excited. I think his nips are going hard, bro.
And guys, I had such a fucking blast. This was okay. So full transparency, guys, this was my first convention, a geek convention ever.
Really?
Okay, so yeah, so this was all new to me, and I was so overwhelmed because I was amongst our people, basically. You know, and never in my life I thought that I would go to like a con or something, and I want to go back again. It's so much fun,
It's
man.
so
Everybody,
addicting. It's so addicting.
it's dude, like everybody cosplaying and pictures here and jokes here and videos there. It was such a cool experience. Definitely, I want to live it again. So I'm going to share with you guys pictures and stories because, hold on, let me share this right here. Because I had the opportunity to meet a few. Sorry, Jared. Let me take the banner out.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to meet a few legends. So right there, just me checking in yesterday.
Holy
You guys,
shit. I'm with my people here.
like, dude, I found some portraits also.
Dude.
Some art from Jim Lee.
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, that is sick.
Oh yeah.
Dude, just look at the price tag, and I was like, fuck.
Dude.
Oh my god.
That is insane.
It was crazy, dude. We got a super soldier here trying to do some deadlift. Put the volume out. Yeah, I'm just turn the volume out so we can talk. Doing some deadlifts there. I did some later.
So, guys, that is all the line
That was the line.
to go speak to the GOAT himself, Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Fucking treat, man.
I met fucking the GOAT of comic book guys.
Hell
I
yeah.
met Frank Miller. I got this book also. There I am sitting in the panel. Unfortunately, there was no pictures or videos allowed inside the panel, so obviously I didn't push it because I respect the artist, of course.
All right, there you go. There he is.
Dude. So,
the man who coined the term "the goddamn Batman."
Yep. Hold on. Charles, I gotta remove you for a second. All right, there we go. So it's just I can control. I think take control.
There you go.
I got him to sign my Frank Miller RoboCop Omni.
There you go.
I got him to also sign my RoboCop the Terminator hardcover, which I have the paperback and the 4 issues.
There you go.
Just in case if any lurkers or crazy people say, "Oh, we don't like comics." Okay, sure, but if you don't believe it, okay, whatever. But that's what it is.
For someone who doesn't like comics, you sure have a lot of comics in your background.
Yeah, no, but I just buy them just to lie to all the audience, you know.
Sure.
Yeah. And spend all this money and getting signed autographs. Yeah, it's all fake, guys. It's fake news. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There you go.
Which book is that?
Daredevil.
Awesome.
There you go.
Okay.
And obviously,
Yeah.
Obviously.
You can't not. Come on, dude.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have another one.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what does that mean?
What does that mean, guys?
Stay tuned. That's all I'll say. And they gave us this also. Daredevil Born Again. This
Hell
one I
yeah.
didn't get it signed though. So I got 5 signatures total.
Not bad.
I got
okay.
That's sick. You got to put that up on your wall, Phil.
Yes, I will. Definitely will. And Jared, I did not open this because I wanted to.
Oh!
I wanted to get. Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah!
You know what it is,
There
baby.
you go.
know what
My man.
you know what that is.
All
we're gonna
in.
leave-
Nice.
We're gonna leave this last.
Okay. Cool.
What else? Okay, let me put you guys back in the screen. All right. What else did I? I did get an opportunity to speak with Frank, and I was able to ask him a question, and I asked the questions of all questions. Frank, as you know, I say, hey, my name is Phil. I am the co-host of the Lethal Geeks podcast, and we are pro Zack Snyder fans, and we're also big fans of your work. And you have inspired a lot of artists like Zack Snyder himself, and he's already portrayed your one of your art 300. So my question for you is this, sir: when? And I emphasize the word when, because all in due time, because Zack will do it sooner or later. Because Ben is still 52 years old. Maybe when he's 60, we got time. So I asked him, Frank, when Zack does The Dark Knight Returns, what advice would you give him to portray it perfectly, just like he did your work 300? This is what Frank said, and I quote, Zack, come on. Don't be a pussy. Don't be soft.
That is so Frank Miller. Oh
Dude.
my god.
When everybody left their fucking eyes off on that panel, dude, we were like, holy shit.
That's awesome, bro. That's incredible.
Pretty much he said, don't hold back.
This is the guy, by the way. So when he did All-Star Batman and Robin, you know what our introduction to Wonder Woman in that book is? She's literally walking down the street. Some guy hits on her and she goes, out of my way, sperm bank.
Wow.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, I did. There was one kid. So there was like 12 of us that asked questions. There was one kid that was disrespectful to Frank Miller. We were like, what the fuck, dude? Like the kid was like, I don't know, like mid-20s or something.
Of
like
course.
The kid pretty much, what is this? He pretty much put his phone like that. And I'm like, bro.
He's saying, why is
Who
it
the
so
fuck-
offensive? And I go, oh, don't
Dude,
be a
and it was something about All-Star Batman and Robin. It was something about that.
I was going to ask what was on the phone.
it's a comic book. It's like, just
the other
stop.
kid who was in the panel also like moderating. He pretty much answered the question, but everybody, the kid was being a fucking dick.
Mhm.
Everybody else was being respectful. Dude, the guy's like in his late 60s. Come on, man. Like,
You know what, man? The thing is, when you have big crowds like that and you're gathered at an event like that, you're always bound to have a few people who tend to have mental health issues, and it comes out on display in situations like that. It's unfortunate,
here's
but
the thing. Here's the thing, and as you guys know, I've encountered my fair amount of, let's say, pro Lois hate, and it's like when I encounter that, a lot of these people, it's because a lot of and Zach said this on Joe Rogan. He said a lot of these people, this is their religion.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why they have such a firm grasp. I mean, I can't blame them. But the way they're acting out, and plus some people, because there is this other thing, it's like Frank Miller is very controversial.
Yeah.
Some people could consider him racist or offensive, and I go, just stop. It's just a comic book.
I think what it really comes down to is I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's more just some people don't like his take on the way he wrote some of his characters. And
it's an Elseworlds. Well, also the minute you said Phil was a young kid, because you see a lot of younger comic book fans coming into this that don't appreciate, because what people don't realize what Dark Knight Returns did for Batman. There would be no Michael Keaton Batman movie if the success of Dark Knight Returns had not convinced WB that a dark Batman could work and people would support it.
Yep.
And obviously, 100%. Batman versus Superman would not exist without for that. That alone is the reason to hold up this comic book.
Yeah. No, yeah. But like I said, everybody else was very responsive. Just that one kid. There were a few young kids, but most of them were like probably my age, like 40. Oh, by the way, it's my birthday in a few hours, in 2 hours.
Hey, happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. So yeah, there were a few like mid-20s, but most of us were like in our 30s up.
Of
You know?
course, of course. Yeah.
So, all right, let me continue.
What you going on? 43?
42.
42?
No, technically 30. I'll be 42, but I feel like 32. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Feel
There you
young.
go. There you go.
man, shut
That's
the
right.
hell up.
That's right. That's right.
What else we got here? Dude, yeah, we got dude, I took pictures also with the proton packs and the Ecto 1, a few stormtroopers, Sandman, Darth Vader, of course.
That's so cool.
Oh, dude, I found Michael Keaton's
Guys,
Oh, there you go. There you go. I like that.
There it is.
Yo, was that for sale?
Yeah, it was.
I had a price tag on it.
I didn't see the price tag. I was just browsing on it.
Hey, Theory Saber.
I did meet with Nia from Star Wars Theory or Theory Sabers, whatever he calls his podcast now. I follow his channel. I haven't seen him in a while.
Star Wars Theory, yeah.
Because Star Wars has been sucking lately. But I met Nia. You know, I told her, hey, I'm a fellow podcaster as well. You know, I follow your work. This chick, Lady Deadpool, Canadian girl, dude, her cosplay. Look at that cosplay. It was
so
representing.
Dude, no, hold that thought, Rox. Hold that thought. So yeah, and I got the Dr. Doom right there. Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
and we're back.
This is day 2.
Day 2 at Fan Expo Boston.
Dude, it's packed.
It's more packed today because it's Saturday. But yeah,
There you
cool.
go.
Today we're gonna have a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. We're gonna geek out today.
Oh, there you go.
I love that costume, dude.
That's
nailed it.
such a good Wolverine costume.
We're here with the one and only Wolverine.
AKA the devil you know. And I just want to say, I'm the only thing illegal here.
No, okay, that's
That's
good.
what you do.
What I do,
It ain't nice.
very nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
That's sick. That mask was
cool.
dope. The white eyes and everything.
Yeah, no, he's pretty dope. There were a lot of Wolverine cosplayers,
Yeah,
but this guy was
They were.
the best one. So
Those
yeah.
claws look
Oh,
legit, dude.
but Drox, hold that thought. Hold that Canadian thought, dude. Hold that thought. Jack Sparrow.
Hey.
First of all, Mr. Sparrow,
Indeed, sir.
where's the?
Oh, he's good too.
Treasure Aaron. Get to spill the beans, man. Dad?
Yes, that's very
We'll get it
true.
in due time. No worries.
Due time?
No
Okay.
worries, man.
Perfect.
Question number 2. You get 2, man.
Okay, where's the Black
One down.
Pearl?
Shoot over. Again, man. Again.
Come
Can't
on.
spill the secrets, man. Dude, good to see you.
He's good. He actually looked like Johnny. He did good.
What you should have asked is, why is the rum always gone?
Oh, dude, that was a good one. And right here, dude, I got my lightsaber.
I'm buying it. Don't worry.
Oh, nice. There you go. Nice.
Dude,
So
My-
is that
my
from
fa-
Saber Theory?
Yeah, Theory Saber. Yeah, it is.
So,
Yeah.
so can I ask, what is the actual light part made out of?
I have no idea. Dude, don't make me unbox this, dude. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh, you have one?
I bought it. Yeah, that's what I'm showing you. All right, fine,
Dude.
whatever. Well, okay. In the while let me keep scrolling while I motherfucker. But I love you, Rox. Okay. My favorite Jedi is Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I got Obi-Wan's blade.
That's
There you go.
sick.
And right
man.
there,
you
I'm
go.
with Nia. Spoke with him for a few minutes. Nice kid. We agreed that Star Wars sucks now, but
Mhm.
hey, we're still Star Wars fans. Here it is. All right, hold on. Where's? Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
Dope. That looks sick.
hmm
Yep. So yep. So as you can see, I got Obi-Wan right over there. So now I got his lightsaber.
There you go.
So yeah, dude, I was so psyched to to get
Okay,
this.
but how does it work? Like, how does it?
Like I said, like I'll show you the video again. So just watch the video.
How do you turn it up? It's this top one.
Okay, so the top part attaches. I take it that's a separate piece.
Mhm.
Okay.
Separate piece, yeah. It's not a real lightsaber, Rocks.
As far as we know, it's not a real lightsaber.
The bottom will be like this, effects and stuff like that, but it'll cycle through different characters. Alright, let me try again.
Okay, so my kids have toy lightsabers, right? But the blade part retracts inwards.
I used to
didn't
have
know-
those.
Yeah, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if that somehow retracted inward and expanded out, or if it
Yeah,
was
no,
just
this
like
is you have to
attach.
attach it. There's
Okay.
there's a screws that you got to attach it. But yeah, I'm not doing that now.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I have, you actually have to unscrew this part and screw in the blade.
Screw in
part.
the blade part. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. So yeah. All right. What's next? Yep. So yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, dude.
Ah, there you go.
Why so serious? What a maniac this guy is.
Of course, Duncan.
America runs on Duncan.
You know it.
Amen to that, buddy.
We're in Boston, dude. Well, there's a Duncan every mile, so it is what it is.
And we don't have a single one up here, bro.
Oh, dude.
You don't have a Dunkin' Donuts where you live, bro?
I met
Too
Obi-Wan.
bad. Too bad for you.
It's all Tim Hortons up here, bro.
Right here, man. So I only had one issue. I was late and I could not take a picture with Ewan McGregor, unfortunately. But I got
Good.
the sign. I got the signature and authentication right there. So,
Nice.
But and it's funny because my dad was asking me, "So Phil, are you gonna sell all this shit?" I'm like, "Dad, are you fucking crazy? No,
Yeah. Well, yeah. No.
no, absolutely not. This is and I get it. A lot of eBay sellers go to conventions to try to get all this shit and then sell it for like 5x, 5x,
Yeah.
whatever. No, I'm not that guy. I got these and like the signatures. I told my dad, like, yeah, I could sell them, but I don't want to because there's sentimental value because I love the artist. I appreciate the artist.
Exactly.
And you have a
and-
story now about how you got those signatures, and that's you know,
Right. Exactly. Like
priceless.
RoboCop v Terminator was literally the first comic book I grabbed before I grabbed the Death of Superman. That was literally the first comic. So for me, fuck no, this is sentimental value. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So what else I got here? And then we'll move on to our next topic. Oh yeah, so that's pretty much
Dude, this has been such a fucking great experience, dude. Like, I'm literally surrounded by geeks just like me. This is like, I'm overwhelmed. Like, I never thought in my life I would be at some kind of a fan event like this. It's fucking awesome, dude. So I'm at the Frank Miller panel here. Check this out, guys.
Oh, 800.
That is insane.
Wow.
It's been a long day. I only got 2,000.
Bro.
I mean, you were lucky. You had Black Kevin. He's fucking buzzing.
Yeah, you worked out, huh?
Missy's kind of, but Black Kevin, you fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I met Dante also from Devil May Cry 5. I'm a big Hellblazer fan also.
There
I
you
got
go.
my John Constantine shit over there also. I've said before, I love Black Label, so I read a lot
Hell
about
yeah.
a few Jedis. Ecto 1.
That's dope.
Wait, hold on.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah, there you go.
So I took more pictures there with Slimer and with the proton pack. And of course, there was a DeLorean.
Yeah, there you go. You should have traveled back in time and got the Ayer cut released.
Oh, I would have done a lot more than that, but yeah. Dude, the fucking
sick.
car's tight. It's fucking
Really?
tight. Yeah, it was tight. Well, I'm 6'1", so. Oh, this. But guess what I wrote?
Restore the Snyderverse. Ah, there you go. There you go. Represent. Represent.
Snyderverse. Oh shit, I lost. Where's the? Oh, there it was. Boba Fett.
Django.
Oh, that's oh, sorry, Django. Dude, look at that, man.
Oh man, that's such a great Jim Lee. That Hush, like that Wonder Woman, is one of my favorite covers, like of all time, of her.
Oh, Rox, you're gonna love this one.
Alex Ross,
Damn.
Superman. Hell yeah,
Oh, that's so nice. Damn.
Dude, I wanted so badly, but dude, it was just too much. I already spent a lot on this event, but dude, honestly, like the fact that I was able to, and I was telling my parents now because my parents are visiting, like this is art. People buy art. Just because it's a comic book, it don't matter. It's art is subjective, and I was telling, people buy portraits of art for like $10,000, $15,000, $1 million. We,
Dude,
the nerds, the geeks, we'll pay for this if we have the money.
And not only that, it's like what I always say on my show, and I think I said it the last time I was on this, is like when you look down on comic books, this is the modern day mythology.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, it's funny because I'm so weird with Alex Ross. Like, I absolutely love all his DC art, but I'm not a fan of his Marvel art.
Really? I've never heard of that.
I'm not a fan of his Spider-Man specifically.
I can kind of say that.
So, Rox, there's your Canadian country lady. So,
she's from Canada?
Yeah. She last night she was this Lady Deadpool.
Oh,
Today
okay,
she was
same girl.
Wolverine.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
And obviously I said that too because I know you're a Power Rangers fan. And I was just good off. Batman.
I R2.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, there you go.
Hello there.
Oh god, yeah, there you go.
We can all go home now. That was all we needed.
That's it. That's all he says.
Conversation. I'm mainly trying not to misspell everything that I write, because my brain doesn't do two things at once very well. I get it. But anyway, it's so nice to see you all. Absolutely. Happy to be here.
Yes.
So, side note. So that sweater that he's wearing, a fan made it for him.
Oh,
and
really?
I saw it. Yeah, a girl made that for him. And I was literally like 3-4 people in front of her when we were doing the line to go get our autographs. And she pretty much said, "Hey, Ewan, I made this for you." He literally got off of his table and he told the girl, "Come in here, take a picture with me." And then later on the panel, he gave her a shout out, and everybody, all of us were like, "Yay!" So yeah, dude, that was very nice of him to do that for back then, man.
We're truly here to celebrate Star Wars, which is almost celebrating 50 years. God, isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
So right there I am. Unfortunately, we could not do any questions, but that's okay. And yeah, I missed the opportunity to take a picture with him, but whatever, it is what it is. At least I met him, I got the autograph, and I told him, "You're my favorite Jedi," and I'm that's all I needed. You know,
That's awesome, bro. That's sick.
and
They heard you.
Ah, there you go. This is where the fun begins.
Are they going to give him his own Darth Vader movie or what?
They need to.
I don't know, but they did ask him if he would do if they were to give an opportunity to do a series. Obviously, he said yes, I would do it.
You ran him off.
They need
he's
to
gonna
give him
be-
a solo Darth Vader movie. Just
I mean,
like
he's
about
gonna
him,
be. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty
In
sure
Ahsoka.
he's coming back for Ahsoka. Yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the problem, okay? And I've said this about Star Wars. There's too much. People
Yeah.
who don't know much about the franchise or who are like casual viewers, they don't even know where to jump in when it comes to Star Wars content because it's oversaturated.
I'm
If
in the
you were to-
middle of that because I'm trying to introduce my girlfriend to Star Wars, but then I'm like, where do I start?
Exactly, right? Like that's one of my biggest issues is when you go to the Star Wars section of the Disney Plus app, it's so there's just so you're overwhelmed because there's just so much, right? So what I think they should do with a Darth Vader story is have it take place right after the end of episode 3, but obviously before episode 4. Fill in that time gap and you can have him obviously be Darth. And from there it's not confusing. You know exactly how to get to that. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
All right, so just a few more, and we'll move, and we'll open this.
Stretch out your feelings. Use the Force.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hayden, what about you?
Yeah, hard to beat that. I guess patience. Patience was, you always tried to teach me patience, so I would impart the same wisdom, I think.
So the question was, what advice would you give Grogu baby Yoda? That was the question. And yep, we got him right there. Right there. Right there. Ah, here. This is the last one.
You know,
quite a few.
There's a couple. Which actor surprised you with their acumen with the lightsaber? Was there anybody that you were like, oh snap, like you're really about this right now?
Well, I knew Ewan was really good.
Yes.
And he kind of set the bar, and I was always just trying to keep up with him. But I was quite taken with Rosario when I got to two lightsabers. That's another level. It's very difficult to do two at the same time, and she made it look easy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she was great.
Okay. Was there somebody that you didn't get to fight that you wish you got to fight?
Yoda.
Oh!
You see him in episode 3, and he's just buzzing all over the place. That would have been a fun fight.
So one unfortunate thing that since I missed the pictures with Ewan, they were saying, "Hey, last call, picture with Hayden." I'm like, "Holy shit!" Okay, if I didn't meet it with Obi-Wan, let me at least get with Darth Vader. And like, I go to the stand and try to get to buy the ticket so I can get the picture. Like last minute, say, "Oh, sorry, it's over. He's left the panel." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I pay the guys, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, then give me back my money. Give me back my money." So they're like, "Yeah, no problem. We'll refund you." But yeah, dude, this was bro. This was such a dude. I was like, you guys saw the video,
amazing, man.
You know, and so Jared.
Real quick, can I show a little something? Remember last time when I mentioned I had a comic signed by Gal Gadot?
Refresh my memory.
So this is Wonder Woman 800, graded at a 9.6, signed by Gal Gadot.
That's high.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I was waiting so many months for this damn thing.
All right.
Let's see what you got. Those absolute books are amazing right now.
Oh, dude. I haven't. Which was it? Issue 10 for Absolute Superman. I haven't read it yet, but
so good.
I'm up to speed to with everything else, and oh my god, like, dude, Bane, Killer Croc,
yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. And that's the point.
Absolute Wonder Woman is single-handedly saving the Wonder Woman fandom right now.
I have to agree with that.
Let me tell you, the main universe Wonder Woman book by Tom King is not worth toilet paper. Oh God, that looks great. Is that Frank Whiteley? Oh, that looks great.
So yeah, so I got a exclusive cover.
Where can I see? Can you show us that cover again? Show us.
Yeah,
show us that again. Zoom into the camera.
Hold on.
Looks like it's Frank.
Go full
Whiteley.
screen.
Oh, that looks dope. Yeah, that's most likely Frank Whiteley. Wow,
Bro, I
cool.
see Henry Cavill inspiration.
Yeah, that is so Henry. Yeah, there you go, Frank Whiteley. There you go. I knew it. Yeah, and that is so Henry Cavill coded.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
That's fucking dope, man. That's definitely going. That's definitely going to the bin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, this was again, man. I'm very grateful to have had this opportunity and to share this with my friends, with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, and hopefully this won't be the last time, but definitely was going to be an opportunity. Because, dude, Frank Miller's old. He could pass in any minute. So this was like, you know what? Ewan McGregor, sure, I could probably see him again down the road, but Frank, you don't know. You know, so I was like, no, I this is a one-time opportunity. And again, this man wrote the first comic that I ever read. So I'm like, and please, Amazon, if you're listening, please make RoboCop v Terminator animated. Look at Netflix. They did Terminator 0. Do that, but add RoboCop.
Yes.
That would be sick. That would be sick. Terminator 0 was so good.
Yes, it was. Oh my God, yes. Like that's about the best piece of Terminator content that's come out in a long time.
You know what? Between that and Twilight of the Gods, I think those are like the top 2 animes on Netflix right now.
For me, yeah, I recently started watching Gundam for the first time because traditionally I'm not really that much of an anime fan, but my girlfriend, so I kind of had to. So, but it's like I'm enjoying it. But it's Netflix has been crushing it in the animated stuff.
Did you ever watch Devil May Cry? I know me and Phil watched
I haven't.
it. It's good, bro.
Watch it. Watch it.
I may check that out.
All right. So, guys, if you're checking in right now, we got 32 people. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join the party. We are geeks here, and we're about to move on to our next topic. So if you guys have been to a convention, please share your comments. Tell us your experience. Have you ever been to any of these conventions, or if you've been to Comic-Con, what geek moment have you got? Which artist have you guys met, etc. So let's move on to more geek shit.
I actually recently went to one and got hang on. And got this sign. So this is the Batman Who Laughs by Scott Snyder and Jacques. And I got and Jacques actually signed it.
Nice,
sick, bro. That's a great book too.
Cool. That is awesome.
Elseworlds, guys. Elseworlds.
That's in continuity.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is the sequel to Dark Knight. Well, there's a story. There's a story in it that's Elseworlds. It's the origin of like Batman with guns, but the story itself takes place in the main continuity because the Batman Who Laughs is bringing in other Batmen to attack the main.
Gotcha. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, it's really good.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to some Marvel news, Spider-Man and Punisher news, because Spider-Man Brand New Day is already being filmed because Tom Holland rapped he rapped with Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
And and now he's doing Spidey. Well, actually, him and John Bernthal, because they were both.
That's right. They're both in the Odyssey. Yeah.
They were both in the Odyssey. Yeah.
It's like, hey man, I know you from somewhere.
Did you guys see any of the leaked set? Yeah, Phil's got it. There we go.
Like, oh yeah.
There we go.
Let me tell you, Marvel has been earning my trust back with the Punisher ever since Daredevil Born Again. Like, oh my god, they nailed it.
I'm excited for the special.
Yeah,
Jared, you know what? Rox and I were reviewing the show. We didn't end up doing the last episodes because people were like,
We weren't really getting a response. Yeah, our view count wasn't hitting with the Marvel
I hear
content.
you. But I really dug it. But my only problem with the show is that it took too long to get him in the damn suit. I'm like,
that was the same issue I had, because I felt like if you'd watched the Netflix series, it took all of season 1 to get him in the damn suit, and now you're watching this series, and again, it took the entire season to get him back in the suit.
And let me tell you, I was concerned. Okay, how is Hollywood gonna handle the Punisher? The minute he comes down and starts shooting folks in that apartment, I'm like, oh my god, Daddy's home.
Yeah, they did really well for Disney's interpretation.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, that Spider-Man suit just looks so good. Like, oh my god.
I like the suit. I don't like the issue I've always had with Tom Holland's suit is I've never been a fan of the thickness of the black around his eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? If they had that suit and they put Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man style eyes on there, then
Which
it would
one?
be from the second movie.
Okay, yeah.
Then it would be perfect.
Yeah. I asked which one because I don't like the lenses in the first movie. I'm not interested in Oakley Spider-Man.
Yeah, not a fan of that either. And I think Tobey Maguire's lenses are too iconic to his suit for Marvel to ever try to do again. So what I'm curious though is, are they going to animate the eyes in this interpretation? Because from what we understand, he doesn't have the Stark Tech anymore, right? And it was the Stark Tech that moved the eyelids and made it go big and small. That was the continuity, like the story continuity for it. Are they still going to do that now that it's a homemade suit, or is what we're seeing what we're going to get?
I think it's what we're gonna get, because you are right that it was like the Stark Tech for that. I mean, maybe he kept some of that as he kept like the mask from the old suit and then just changed everything,
re-engineered it or something like that. Like he is Peter Parker. I could see him making it.
He's still smart, so it's like it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. If
Marvel rumor was that Mr. Negative was also going to be in this movie. I don't know if that's true, but
if it's true, can he please do something to Hulk to get rid of Smart Hulk? Because that just got old real fast. I want Savage Hulk back.
That was the rumor I was hearing. The route that they were going to go is they were going to use Mr. Negative to bring back Savage Hulk.
I showed my friends the original 2008 Incredible Hulk movie, and they were like, "Where is this?"
That's the is that the one with like the one that's actually in the MCU, or is that the one before it?
Yes, it's the one with
Edward Norton
actually in the MCU.
Yes,
and,
that was dope.
As soon as we see it, we're like, when he's like has a chain around Abomination's neck and is like choking, we're like, I want this Hulk so badly.
Yeah. Now, one thing though, I don't like are the shooters, the web shooters. I think they're too big. In my opinion,
for now,
you know,
they kind of remind me of the Japanese Spider-Man web shooters.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, you mean the Emissary from Hell. I love that.
Yeah. So,
to me, they're too mechanical and don't belong as an organic part of the suit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What Charles said.
Well, as far as we know, he could have a giant. Oh my God, that just looks so good. Oh my!
It's like Superman wearing it's like Reed Superman wearing his suit, but then he's got like metal gauntlets on his forearms. That's basically what it reminds me of.
That Punisher suit, just it
nailed
it.
Jared, you know that Spidey introduced Punisher. In the comics,
they need to recreate the cover for like that. Yeah,
but
if you think about it.
That is it. I was going to say that's it. I know where you're going with it. Okay, so when you look at this suit and you take a look at the cover, this is the Marvel version of it.
Yeah,
you're not going to. The Marvel isn't going to attempt anything better. He's actually, because when you look at this, okay, he's got the skull on the vest, but what's he wearing underneath the suit? It honestly, and this is my criticism, it looks like a mechanic's outfit. It looks like he's wearing mechanic overalls.
Well, that's like. Well, that's the outfit that like special operators wear and like
That's
the
what I was
military.
going to
That's probably
tell you.
where
Hey,
he got it
Rux.
from.
Yeah, Rux. He's wearing a Spec Ops jumper. Some of them
A
it
jumper.
depends on what
That's
they
it.
have.
A jumper. Yes.
So that's a Spec Ops jumper. Some of them depending
fits
on what your
for-
role is, but yeah, that's what he's wearing basically.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because it 100% fits Punisher in the modern day. That is what he would be wearing.
I don't disagree with you. I missed that. It's just the nostalgia factor.
I
but
guarantee
was-
you they're not going to do the white go-go booth. There's no
no,
way.
no. I don't want that. What I want something is more in line of like the classic Thomas Jane style Punisher, where you just have the black shirt with the logo on it instead of like the big military style vest, the sleek leather jacket.
Here's the other thing. It reflects the way the character is portrayed in the comics right now, because the way the Punisher is in the comics, or at least will be when they reintroduce him, is that. It's 100% that.
Exactly. It's 100% him, because he's not a guys. You got to remember, the Punisher is Frank Castle was a military dude. All he's doing is dressing like he did when he was in Spec Ops, only in all black with a skull on. That's it.
Exactly.
That's the same guy
And
that was in the army right there. Yeah.
That was the way
The
he
Marine-
looked back then in the Thomas Jane time. So
Yeah.
they just updated to look like he does in the comics.
I just would love to see them pay homage to that, where it's just that classic.
I mean, as far as
black shirt.
as far as we know, when he shows up in the movie, he could be in a black trench coat. You never know.
I did know there were behind the scenes shots of him in the trench coat. I did see it.
So
I
as
did
far as
see
we
it.
know, they could be doing that.
Yeah, I did see the behind the scenes shot of him.
The
in
idea
trench
of
coat.
the
It looks
Punisher
good.
go up against the Hulk—that's going to be quite the sight. Oh my god!
Yeah, I like the haircut and the beard too, man. They better do this right. That's all I'm saying,
So
bro.
let me
They
show
better
you
do it
one
right.
more. Let me show you one more thing that James Gunn should have done in his
Yeah.
Superman movie, but
There's a lot that let me this way, Phil. There's something he should have not done in that movie. Trust me.
All right, so let's move this, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. All right.
Is possible, and this motherfucker really.
So obviously Punisher wrapped because now obviously he has to start shooting now his scenes with Tom Holland and Spider-Man. So it kind of makes sense they're both shooting at the same time. So this was his. I'm sure one of you have already seen this speech, but we're gonna play it either way.
Believe with heart and belief and teamwork and love, the impossible really is.
I like that idea, Dennis. I fucking love that idea.
But we really fucking did it. We really fucking did it. And this street right here has been magic to us. Because of this man right here, and because this person right here, and this person right here, and this motherfucker right here, and that motherfucker right here, and you, and you, and you. Like everybody gave their all here.
That's fucking leadership.
That's what you call humble, bruh.
Thank you.
That's what you call humble. That's a man that's not throwing his ego and not making it all about him. Yep.
Exactly. Exactly.
He basically said, "I'm the dude that dances on stage and reads the lines. It's y'all that are important." That's what he said.
Yep.
Quick question for Jared. Jared, do you think he's going to have that same outfit for the Punisher special?
Oh, I would imagine so, because if it takes so the Punisher special, I'd imagine is going to take place before Spider-Man. So what I imagine is with the plot probably is he escapes from like that anti-vigilante group that had him in a cage, and then he gears up and goes on a vengeance spree, and that leads him to facing Spider-Man and Hulk. That's the way that's the order of events I could kind of imagine him going to.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to our next topic, which is also Marvel related.
Boy.
Fantastic Four.
Yes.
First Steps.
I love this movie.
A lot of us all four of us have already seen this movie.
Yep.
I liked it. I do understand why it's flopping on the box office, because yes, superhero fatigue is a real thing, but I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I believe in bad quality fatigue.
Part of it.
And
That's a good
because of that bad quality, you're seeing the domino effect because now people are not invested.
Now here exactly, and that's what I was gonna bring up. I was gonna say that it's not Fantastic Four. It's another superhero movie. It might be good, but do I really want to take
Particularly
that
another
chance
Marvel
based on
movie?
everything that has been happening in the past, I really don't know if I want to do that. That's what we're experiencing.
That's the same thing that I kind of attributed to Thunderbolts, because a lot of you're right. It is the domino effect because you have so many years of crap that now everyone is very, because back in the day, like when yes, please, I want that. Back in the day when yes, there you go. Back in the day when the early days of the MCU, when you got to a point where people would just show up because it was the Marvel logo. Nowadays, people are like, do I really want to show up for a Marvel movie?
Exactly.
Well, I think there's another issue too that we have to highlight is I think what's also happened is now Disney has trained the Marvel audience to wait for streaming.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the big problem.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It's like this, man. Look, 45 days. Let me tell you something. Back in my day, films used to stay in theaters for 4, 5, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing to take or divide your attention away from seeing that experience on the big screen. And then you couldn't wait until HBO or somebody picked it up way back in the day, or another, or Cinemax picked it up. Pay-per-view. Exactly. Because you couldn't wait then to get that film and possibly own that film. But now that streaming is here, the studios make deals with these streaming companies to only leave their films in the theaters for so long, and it is biting them in the ass. And you're finding out that streaming is not as popular or as profitable as it is. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to go ahead because I'm getting ready to leave soon. I'm not going to stay through the whole thing, unfortunately. I got my bug out at 11 o'clock, but I wanted to give my review first of Fantastic Four. I wanted to see this with my family, but I couldn't. It was just the schedule conflict. So I saw it first, and then my wife and my daughter saw it second. They liked it too. So I gave it an 8.5. There are so many elements, and I was talking with Rox about this in the backstage. There are so many elements about this film that Marvel got right, that it is a shame that they shit the bed so long with their multiverse that nobody trusts them anymore.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
This was the perfect summer film to bring your family to, especially if you like superhero films. I thought that the film was great. I thought especially the dynamic between Sue and Mr. Terrific was great. I thought that Pedro Pascal played he did it. He played him. He did a great job, unexpected to a lot lot of people thought, oh, yeah, and everybody's like, hey, he did a fantastic job. So fantastic, there it is. Yeah, but yeah, I thought that he played a great Reed Richards. I liked that family dynamic between all of them, even including Ben. They all acted like a family. They all stuck by each other. There was no, you know what I mean? There was no fracturing of that family dynamic. No screaming at each other like certain films you see when they're all just screaming at each other.
No, that doesn't mean they didn't have disagreements, because they did have disagreements.
They did, but they Sue and Reed, they did it in a way that what a husband and wife would discuss things. Powers or superpowers or not, that was a husband and wife couple that discussed a problem with their family, including their child. And I thought that was brilliant how they pulled that off. So I thought that they balanced Johnny Storm perfectly. He wasn't over the top a womanizer. He was still kind of that glib kind of.
He was a modern womanizer.
He was right on the level where he wasn't trying to be a Neanderthal, basically. And I liked that. I liked the way they played that. But he was a serious guy. I liked the fact that they played him as smarter than he actually was. He was actually a pretty intelligent dude. So I did like that part. Galactus, of course. That Galactus was
much better
awesome,
than what they did before.
Than what they did before.
He's not a cloud.
Yeah, my only gripe with this film is, and Ross will probably agree with this, is because they left so much on the cutting room floor. There was a lot we didn't see, and there was an imbalance in the pacing, and you can tell that in the third act.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Yeah.
And not only that, I see Zack Snyder all over this place.
Yes. We talked about
the
this.
Galactus coming out of nowhere and dropping down and grabbing the earth and all. Come on,
And
bro.
also
What time it is?
the ship.
The boat.
Yeah.
The boat. When the thing is pulling the boat, that was a direct reference.
Yeah.
I put up a screenshot on my Twitter page of that.
Yeah,
with
I
Man
saw
of
that.
Steel.
Yeah, it's legit. It would be hilarious if Galactus grabbed a giant spear.
But
hit
but for
the
my
Earth.
money, man, I'm getting it on disc. That's I've never owned a Fantastic Four film, but I like that film so much. I like the aesthetic of it, the way they portrayed the technology in the film was pretty awesome. But yeah, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. So that's my review.
Jared, there was a scene where Galactus ripped his hands through the ground, just like I think it was in the Snyder cut.
Yeah,
it was. Which one was it? Was it Steppenwolf who did that, or
both,
was it
both
of them? Steppenwolf did it. Yeah.
What I'm saying, it'd be hilarious if after that he also hit the spear in the ground and his logo appeared.
But like it was,
what?
there was so much Zack Snyder all over this movie. It was like I was calling it as I was seeing it on the film. I'm like, there it is. So
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done.
I like I said, the people who did really go, obviously they wanted to see Galactus was like a major highlight of that film. Me personally, I like Sue Storm. So of Fantastic Four, Sue Storm is my favorite character. I like her powers and her abilities. I love the way they showcase the fact that she can literally and Reed was like, wow, you can do that, and how she made her stomach kind of transparent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you can see the baby. That was pretty slick. Yeah. So yeah, I loved it, man. Rox, what about you, bro?
Before I get to that, let's give Mike Siebert a shout out here for the $10 super chats. Phil,
Mike Siebert, thanks for this $10 super chat, brother. Fantastic Four was a good movie, better than Diaper Man. Hey, shout out to you, Mike. Look, Fantastic Four is what Superman should have been. I'm not gonna lie. That's how that should have been. If you're gonna do an ensemble film, have them all have a dynamic like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have that type of family dynamic if you're gonna do an ensemble film like that. But yeah.
Also, don't have it where the alien sent to protect Earth was actually sent there for very nefarious reasons to breed. I'm sorry, I will never forgive that movie for doing that.
That's James Gunn, bro. That's all James Gunn.
All right, let's give Mike a drop.
And who here is a key grip? You. Hit that director in the face. Really fucking hard.
Sorry, man.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh.
I love that movie.
But no, like I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. I thought it was a great movie. I do agree with Charles when he said that there was a lot of stuff left on the cutting room floor because you
Have a
actually
good night, Dennis. See you next time.
Later, Dennis. But yeah, you do feel it. You specifically feel it in the third act. There's a scene that they show in the trailer where Ben is about to say the line and Johnny's egging him on to say the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, say it, right? When that actually plays out in the movie and I'm watching it, when you see it in the trailer, you would think that there's some lead up to that, like some lead up dialogue, because that would be like a big payoff, right?
Right.
When it plays out in the movie, you could tell that something was chopped before that because that dialogue came out of nowhere. It was it just came literally out of
and
nowhere.
in the third act, remember when so the teacher was at one place, first they were underground and suddenly she was somewhere else, like in the you know what I mean? You could tell that there was something in between there that
So my other gripe with the movie was that I felt like Ben's story was underdeveloped. We didn't spend enough time with this version of the thing. There's a few moments that you get where you kind of see him reflecting on his life, how he meets the teacher, and you could kind of tell that he's got some feelings for her, but it kind of went nowhere. You know, they never really expanded on that, which I kind of thought was a wasted opportunity. Now, I understand that they don't want to rehash the same story from the first Fantastic Four movie, because that first Fantastic Four movie from the early 2000s, that kind of covered Ben's story. It was all there, you know? So I could see why they tried to avoid that, but it definitely felt like something was missing there. I also, like, you guys all stuck around to the very end and saw the cameo, right? So spoilers, I mean, this is a spoiler review, guys. Yeah, we get a glimpse of Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom at the very end, but we don't see his face. There have been rumors going around online that part of the reason why we don't see his face is because Disney didn't want to dish out the money to have him in this movie. They didn't want to pay him.
I heard it's actually him.
I heard it's actually him too, but I don't buy into the rumor that it's because they didn't want to pay him. I think it's going to connect somehow to the story, because if you see what happens, it was, I think the little boy's name is Franklin. Is that his name?
Yeah.
So Franklin is touching his face in that final scene, right? So I think there's going to be a payoff somewhere in the future films where what we see Franklin is actually healing him, is healing his face. That's why I think they didn't want to show that. But
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
But no, I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was heartfelt. I love the family dynamic that Charles had pointed out, and I felt like all the actors were really on point. You know, we're going to get to a topic a little bit later where we talk about Pedro Pascal fatigue, but I didn't feel that in this movie. I thought his acting was on point for a Richard Reeves. I thought he did very, very well. I only wish he didn't have that dirt stash.
Reed Richards.
Richard
you
Reed?
said it backwards. You said Richard.
Reed Richards.
Richard Reed. The rocks.
Sorry, dude. I just wish he didn't have that dirt stash. I wish he had either grown a full beard.
Yeah, the Rocks didn't like the stash, man.
Because we were talking about the previous incarnation of Mr. Fantastic in what movie was that, Charles? In Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah, we're talking about John Krasinski's version when he had the full beard and
full beard. So I thought Pedro could have pulled that off. He just would have had the same look like he did from The Last of Us, right? Grow up the beard, it would have been perfect. But no, he kept the dirt stash, and it's like, okay. But other than that, I thought he was great. I thought his acting was on point. The birth scene in the spaceship was phenomenal. It was so
phenomenal,
well done.
man.
You know, that whole chase, that whole chase
God.
sequence where they're trying to escape Galactus for the first time was incredible. I do have one more slight criticism, is that the storyline with the Silver Surfer, her name was Shala Ball. Was that her name?
Yeah.
Shala Ball. So that storyline where they were trying to kind of make it seem like her and Johnny had a thing going, it just completely went nowhere. You know, it really went nowhere.
It was almost like you could tell she was like impressed by him. She was like,
Well, wait. Hang on. Did it go nowhere? Because it was all build up to her him eventually talking to her and turning her against Galactus.
But what happens? She just fucks off, and there's nothing.
Oh yeah, that's where the extended cut is supposed to come in.
Right?
I'm like, where were you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was more of a dialogue between them two, and him asking, why are you doing this, and what is the reason? I mean, they showed her backstory, which I did love. I wish they would have actually expounded more on that as well, because it was pretty sad. But
and like, because I really did dig Johnny in this version. I thought it was a great Johnny, and I wanted to see more of it. I wanted to see more of whatever he had going on with this version of the Silver Surfer. It just kind of feels like opportunity wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Charles,
go ahead I'm gonna go ahead and dip out, guys. Thank you so much again, Phil, Rocks, and Jared, man. Thank you so much for coming out, man. I'm gonna let these fellas handle it. I'm gonna go rest my tired eyes because I've been running all day. So hey, Phil, when you get to the WBD stock and the Aircut shoe market, you know what you're supposed to do for me, and I want to see it happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Won't be here, so you know what you got to do. All right. Thank y'all. I love you guys. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Shout out to the chat. Everybody, much love. I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Let me see. We got some stuff coming down the pipe. So we are working on, for myself, we are working on a segment that I'm going to do. I'm still trying to come up with a name, but it is still tied to the Lethal Geeks. But basically, it's kind of like a short form review, spoiler talk, talking about movies, films, and all of that stuff. Just kind of, maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so.
But yours.
Yeah, kind of like one shots. But yeah, it's going to be attached to that. I'm going to have my own, but it's going to be my own segment. So we are working on that as we speak. So that'll be coming on down the pipe. You too, TJ, man. I will rest easy, you too. Everybody, thank you so much again. Everybody, good night.
Have a good night, Charles.
Take care, Charles.
Right.
So let's wrap up the Fantastic Four talk, because I think Jared, what did you think? We didn't get your opinion on it.
Yeah, so going into this, I was like, because the last Fantastic Four movie I'd seen was Fan Four Stick, and that's not exactly the best example of the group, obviously. So going into it, the wild card that I had was Pedro, because I'm like, is this really who's going to play Reed? Biggest surprise in the world was how good he was. I was like, oh, this actually works, because he gets kind of that awkwardness that Reed has because of his like intelligence or his like over like focus on his work. In terms of Johnny, so I went into the movie because people had said, oh no, he's not the ladies' man anymore. And I go, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, yes, he is. What the hell were you guys talking about? It's like, it's still he's Johnny Storm. It's just, it's not as like over the top, like Chris Evans was back in the day.
It was subtle. It was subtle, and it was well done, I thought.
Well, the other thing I really loved, they recreated the first Fantastic Four cover in the like the montage that's showing them saving the world.
Yes,
I noticed that. There you go. I loved Ben Grimm. I felt he was really cool. Underdeveloped again. Sue was great. As the introduction to Galactus, as soon as you just see his like eyes illuminate, and then the fog goes away, and it's literally a dude in a chair with the helmet. And when you find out that the scenes where he's in New York, that's literally the guy in the suit. He's walking through a miniature city. That's why it looks so good. And I go, yeah, see, the cloud was a bad idea. I'm like, this 100% worked. In terms of Silver Surfer, I liked how we saw like her origin and the bargain that like she made with Galactus. Look, I'll help you as long as
leave my world alone. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And I liked how it didn't like hit her how many people she has destroyed until like Johnny reminded her, because that does like happen if you're like so caught up in like, I have to do this, otherwise my world gets blown up. And then you're like, yeah, the problem with that. So I liked the Silver Surfer stuff. I liked her stuff with Johnny up until the fact. So she vanishes for the entire rest of the movie. Then she shows up out of nowhere as Johnny is about to make the sacrifice play. They literally Rose T-code him and knocked him out of the way when he was making the sacrifice play. And then just wham. And I go, okay, that would have been great if like we had
if there was more development with those two.
Yeah, seen it. That's what would have been cool. But it's like she comes out of nowhere. That's my one like issue with the movie. Other than that, the best part, the visuals, like when they're in space and being chased by the Silver Surfer with like the like black hole and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, or like the warp speed, like ripple effect. It's like all this is like really good.
I got so much Star Trek vibes out of it also when they were
it is such a Jack Kirby comic book in there. And the fact that the Earth they're on is 828 because 828 is Jack Kirby's birthday. And I go,
oh really?
Easter egg.
Oh, cool. I didn't notice that.
So I'm like, okay, I like that. And then they ended with like a Jack Kirby quote and stuff. And if you notice, okay, so there's a scene in the movie when I think it's when the Silver Surfer first shows up, or may have been later, but the camera pans in on this apartment with two, like, we assume they are artists and stuff. That's a representation of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly. So I'm like, okay, that's really cool. But yeah, this was such a loving tribute to the Fantastic Four, and of the Fantastic Four movies, this is my favorite.
This is the best interpretation,
and
in my
the
opinion.
best part, again, since it was an Elseworlds, you don't have to watch or read anything. You could just sit there and enjoy the movie.
That's why I'm so surprised it didn't do as well as I thought it would at the
But
box
again,
office.
it's still a Marvel movie, so the sad part is people are attributing now Marvel with streaming, and they're like, okay, is it worth going to the actual theater?
Right.
Theater
Exactly.
prices are increasing and such. So it's like, all right, guys, all right.
It's like if you pay a subscription to Disney Plus, it has to be an event film to get you out because you could just wait a few weeks and boom. you're gonna be able to
LFE,
watch it.
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you, I guarantee you, people will show up for Doomsday.
Oh, for sure.
That and Secret Wars, people are going because the Avengers films are the event films.
Well, see, I think that word of mouth is going to work in favor of this film down the road.
Oh, yeah.
You get
Oh, yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
People
I
are
mean, we
going to
saw
regret
that-
not going to see this, and
Yeah.
they're going to see it in between now and when the next one comes out. So they're going to be hyped for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that with Blue Beetle when it came out and crashed and burns, but all of a sudden people are like watching it on Max and going, "Oh, this is actually really
it
fun."
was okay,
yeah. The people for the most part enjoyed the movie. I think the same thing's also going to work with Thunderbolts. People are going to be like, "Oh, Marvel's actually making good movies now."
Yeah.
Oh, but if you want to talk about Zack Snyder influences, just look at the Century.
Mm-hmm.
Just look, just watch the Thunderbolts.
So I
I'm
had
just
one.
saying.
I had one more small gripe with this movie.
Yeah.
And okay, it kind of has
All right,
to
finish
do-
that point, and then we're gonna move
Then
on to
we'll
the
move
next
on,
one,
yeah.
because
So
we gotta keep going.
It has to do with the setting of so in this setting, it's like a 60s, but like a futuristic style
Yeah.
60s, right? Which I dug. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is that you put them in a world where they have all this technology at their disposal to the point where Reed Richards' actual plan to escape Galactus was to move the Earth a bunch of light years away from the position that it's in right now. Basically, teleport the Earth is what they wanted to do. So, if you have the technology to teleport the entire Earth to another spot in the universe, why couldn't they just teleport to Galactus?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
did they have to get in the spaceship and fly off and do that whole? Why couldn't they just teleport the entire spaceship?
That's true.
Good question.
That's a good question. That is well. Plus,
Food for
also
thought there.
teleporting the Earth. I was like, oh, really? That's how we're gonna escape Galactus.
Right? But yeah, that was just my one little nitpick. I'm like, well, that
Yeah.
doesn't make a lot of sense. You guys got all this technology, and you want to teleport the Earth, but you had to travel all that distance to actually get to Galactus in the first half of the movie.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys.
All right, moving on.
Pedro Pascal fatigue.
Pedro. All right, let me say this
He's
first,
in everything.
and I'm going to say it in Spanish. Pedro, yo soy chileno igual que tú, weón. Yo soy fanático tuyo, pero weón, para. Estáis fatigando a todos los weones en el mundo, weón. Para. Pretty much I told him, dude, stop fatiguing us. So he can get it.
It's worse when he gets there that The Last of Us was just on. So I'm like,
You see,
listen,
Go ahead.
I like Pedro. Yes, he's
Mhm.
had some flops, but I don't think he is like a leading man. Like he's not a big draw, basically. That's what
no,
I'm trying
he's
to say.
not.
He's not a big draw, and that's okay. You don't. Not every actor's a big draw. Okay, and like I said, man, like listen, I like the guy. He's a countryman of mine, Chilean, but dude, you're overdoing it. And this is the point where I love Denzel Washington when he gave Michael B. Jordan the best advice: get out of fucking social media. Why the fuck are you showing yourself for free online when people can pay to see you? So Pedro,
Not only that, because
get out of social media.
Well, because you also have celebrities that say stupid crap on social media that then turns people off to their to any movie that they are in. I mean that.
No. Hold on, sir. Sorry. Pedro a pendejo no. Pedro es un weón. Weón conche su madre. That's how you say it, Chilean style. Go
But
ahead.
it's like because you kind of had that with like Snow White, and it's like, look, if that's why it's good advice to stay off of social media, because no one gives a crap about what like people in Hollywood that are like miles separated from us to think about like politics or social issues and stuff. Just act in your damn movie.
Now, here's the thing. Also, when it comes to Pedro Pascal, like I said, I like his stuff. I like a lot of his stuff. Dude, in my opinion, Narcos, dude.
I was just gonna mention Narcos. Taking the words out of my mouth.
So, but here's the reason why I think there is a little fatigue also with Pedro, because there was also a lawsuit that just settled, and looks like those two things are kind of, because Pedro pretty much stabbed her in the back.
Yes.
Let's just say it the way it is. We're not talking politics here, guys. We're not a political podcast, but let's state the facts. Pedro pretty much sold his soul to Disney. Hence why they've rewarded him with all this work, which is great. Listen, everybody, listen. At the end of the day, we all got to work. We all got to eat. We all got to feed our kids, pay the mortgage, whatever. That's fine. But because of this, Pedro got work, and now Gina pretty much won the case.
So can I elaborate on the fatigue part a little bit?
Go ahead.
Right.
These two are interlinked together. So go ahead.
So I think Pedro is a good character actor. He is very good at playing characters. Okay, Joel from The Last of Us.
Yeah,
great character for him. Okay,
Lando.
Yes, Lando from what was it? The Mandalorian.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great character actor for that character. The issue, though, is that because of what's gone on with Disney, okay, he became the, how do I want to word this?
Poster boy.
He's the John Cena of Disney now.
Oh, John Cena was also at Expo, but I didn't get
it. So he's become the corporate John Cena face of that company, right? And because he's been put in that position, he is being force-fed down us in every freaking project. And everything has to do well because he's their poster boy. You get what I'm saying? That's part of the issue too. Where the thing is, he's overexposed himself now. There's a little too much of him in everything. Take a step back, focus on what you're good at, your character work. Do that, right? But stop saying yes to every single project that comes along your desk. Because it's too much. And what happened to the audience with John Cena? What did the WWE fans eventually do? They turn on him. That's exactly what's going to happen to Pedro. People are going to start to turn
Pedro,
on him.
te va a pasar. I'm sorry, I got to say it so we can get it. Pedro, te va a pasar.
And they are already starting.
Weón, te lo estoy diciendo, como compatriota chileno, te lo estoy diciendo, weón. Te va a pasar. No te estoy diciendo que quiero que te vaya mal en tu carrera. Disfruto tus películas y tus series, pero, weón, por favor, bájale el tono, weón. No necesitáis todas las pegas, weón. Elige las pegas que te van a subir de nivel de calidad de actor. Pretty much I'm telling him to stop taking everything, what you just said, nitpick your shit that is going to elevate your profile as a performer, as an actor, not the performance of said character, like, oh, because it's Fantastic Four or it's because it's Joel from you know what I mean? So basically that's what you were saying.
No, and that's what I think it comes down to. I think he's just, the market is oversaturated with Pedro Pascal. He's got to start nitpicking. He's got to start being picky with what he does. He's got to start limiting his exposure, because overexposure is not a good thing. People get tired of you. They get sick of you.
Right, right. And also everything, and with Gina Carano, Pedro stabbed her. But again, he had no choice, because I get it. Disney pretty much forced him. Put like, hey, either do this or you're not going to get all this, because ever since that happened, obviously Gina's career went down while his.
Why not? Yep.
So I think these two things are connected, you know. And I'm happy for Gina. I am so happy, because I loved her character, Cara Dune on The Mandalorian. Yeah. And dude, Gina, I find her so. okay. I don't cancel me, guys, but I find her so fucking hot. I'm sorry. And if you guys who didn't know, she dated Henry Cavill, so Cavill's got good taste.
They have DC has the potential to do the most hilarious thing and cast her as Wonder Woman.
I always thought she would have made a great Wonder Woman.
Can you imagine the internet reaction?
Not Wonder Woman. You know who I would do her?
Barda?
Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You know what? But I'm going to throw this out there. If Zach had to recast Wonder Woman, she'd be my pick.
But yeah. Well, like this way, if he came back and he was doing the Furies, Barda's right there.
Agreed.
So yeah, no. Pedro, please, baja el tono un poco. Yeah, just calm down. You don't have to take every job. And Gina, mwah, congratulations. You deserve what you got. I would have loved that you taken Disney into the cleaners, but we get it. They're a corporation. They gotta play, because if they would have gone to Discovery, they would have been.
The other thing too is they're saying that there's potential for her to work with the company in the future still.
Well,
they're not closing the door to working with her in the future. So that's also a good thing in my opinion.
But that's PR shit that they had to say, you know. That's
but
PR
you're telling me if the fans didn't campaign to bring her back in another scene as another Mandalorian that they wouldn't do it? I think they would.
Hashtag restore.
I wouldn't bring her
the Gina Carano.
I wouldn't bring her back to the Mandalorian. You know what I would do? Give her what she deserved, her own show.
Rangers of the Republic, they were gonna do it.
They were gonna do it.
Yep. So definitely, Gina is, you know, she should get her show back. She should get her show back.
So she was on.
Which one of all of them?
She was on the short list for Wonder Woman back in 2012.
Why the hell won't you not tell me? Just answer my DMs, dude. You know what I'm talking about. Answer them. But yeah, I did not know that. Where's that? Okay, here it is. Yep. Okay, I did not know this. No, dude, like I would, yeah, Berta. Definitely as Berta, she would fucking nail it. Like, can you imagine Gal and Gina, Wonder Woman and Berta?
That'd be badass. Badass.
And ZSJL? Imagine that,
bro.
Zach, Zach, I'm just giving you ideas.
Slow motion, 300.
Just giving you ideas.
Because you also know that Barda eventually joins the Justice League, so her and Wonder Woman back to back fighting parademons like in 300, and it's like in slow motion.
Both of them fighting Granny Goodness,
or any of the Furies. Did you see that animated movie they made a while back called Superman Batman Apocalypse? It's the adaptation, and it's Barda and Wonder Woman fight the Furies. I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah, that would be perfect, dude. That would be perfect. So that's with Gina and with Pedro. So Gina, like I said, good for you. And Pedro, ya te dije, weón, baja el tono, baja el volumen. Just lower the volume. I'm not saying stop acting. I'm just saying start being a little bit more picky. That's all. All right. Next, we got two more topics. Now it's DC related. We got very few people tonight. 27 people. Damn. I'm sorry,
it's good,
guys.
Man. Dude, it's a Saturday night. People are probably doing their thing. It's
yeah,
all good.
True.
You know what? The replay crew will do its thing.
Hold on. Final girl, not the apocalypse where it's apocalypse. It's let me look it up. Hold on. So
Apocalypse War was the last DC animated movie universe movie that came out like a while ago that sort of transitioned into the like Man of Tomorrow style movie. But yeah, Apocalypse is the adaptation of the book by Jeff Loeb and drawn by Michael Turner. It's called Superman, Batman, Supergirl, because that was when Supergirl returned to the comics after being killed in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That's the one. So that's the one we're talking about.
So good.
So watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
You can hear Batman intimidate Darkseid, and it's Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Oh my god, dude, that scene was so dope, man. I was like
now again, can you imagine?
Only Batman has the balls to do that.
Now, hang on. Imagine Batfleck with the voice changer intimidating Ray Porter's Darkseid. Bro.
Honestly, you know what? I trust Zach. That's all I'm going to say. I trust Zach.
I've long said it's gonna be concluded at one point. We know it's gonna be concluded. There's too many avenues for them to do it.
So speaking of that, Jared, we're gonna move on to that topic now. So guys, please also like if you guys joining us or you want to join us now, because now we're gonna talk some DC, guys. Like, share, subscribe, join us here. My partner Sergeant Murtaugh had to go to bed, but we got Jared here from Comics League, friend of the pod, and we got Leo Getz and anything we need.
Leo Getz.
Facts. All right.
I'm so sick of talking about these guys, man. I'm so tired of it.
Okay, how do I put this? Superman. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna. Excuse me, gentlemen. Superman is a failure, ladies and gentlemen.
Flop.
Now, if you liked the movie, great. That is awesome. Everybody is entitled to like what they like. However, numbers like 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 5 = 7, right? Correct. So, if the math is not adding up, it means people did not like it. The majority of people, because I already broke this down on our one-shot videos, but I'm going to have to do it again. Superman got half the audience. Okay? Half. Zach got double. And that was 12 years ago, Man of Steel?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. 12 years ago. All right? So please, let's stop. Okay? Let's just stop. Now, I'm going to share you here. I'm going to share this because for all you guys who don't know stocks, which I do, and I follow this shit, this week was WBD's earnings call for the quarter. And yeah, they had a good quarter, but not because of James fucking Gunn. They had a good quarter because of Mike DeLuca and Pam Abney, meaning Warner Brothers Pictures, not DC Studios. Two different verticals. Okay, same company, but different divisions. You got the clothing department, the furniture department, electronical department, the toys department, and so on and so on and so on. Am I right, Rox? Jared? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Am I okay? Correct. Just want to make sure. I'm good. Okay, so a company has different divisions. Some make money and some don't. And DC Studios ain't making money yet. And I will give that to James Gunn. You have not made money for Warner Bros. Discovery yet. Will you in the future? Time will tell. Because as of now, you got your movie, it's out, and I saw a few guys cosplay as your fucking Superman. I was like, whatever. Mm-hmm. Because again, I'm not supporting the Superman because one, ain't my Superman, and two, you didn't give my Superman closure, and three, I'm voting with my wallet. # wallet's closed.
Pull up Vasquez's tweet or his post.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they already lost it, dude. And listen. Robert has been trying to fucking call everybody. Oh, you guys are virgins. You guys don't know the touch of a woman and this shit, dude. I fucking shut that motherfucker off so that easily. How? Because I showed him pictures of me and my girlfriend and ex-girlfriend.
Well, so here's the thing. Here's my push on this is and I said this in my show. Regardless of whether or not the movie profited per se, the way I kind of see this is WB is happy with the way Superman performed. It's and as long as they're happy about it, really, it doesn't matter. They're still going further. As number one. Number two, what I kind of called is in the lead up to Superman, I said that if this movie gets high ratings with Rotten Tomatoes and a lot of the fan base per se, or the people that tweet about it, then they probably could say, hey, I know we took a hit with this movie, but we're rebuilding the brand. If you give me more time because of the audience enthusiasm, then I think that we can like profit later on. So that's kind of my perspective on that.
Where do you think they draw the line, though, Jared? Do you think Supergirl is where they draw the line? Like, if Supergirl comes in and completely bombs, do you think they're gonna?
I think they're gonna wait until at least like. Okay, so we have so Superman just came out. So we got Supergirl, Lanterns, and there's one more. But the point is, when the first batch comes out,
Peacemaker.
Yeah. When the first
Season
batch, when the first batch of DCU projects come out and they evaluate, then that's when I think they reevaluate, because if those failed or like they weren't, or like if they didn't fail but they're not as successful as they really want, or like it's not trending well, they'll reevaluate. But if it's at a point where they're like, okay, we can see some growth here, then we'll continue on. And I've long said, hey, if they decide that like, hey, you know what, DC is going well, let's invest more in DC. That is the situation we're in. That is how we get like Zach being told, hey, Elseworlds, you can complete your movie. The Ayer cut can be released. You guys can call me crazy if you want, but it's like, here's the thing. DC as a brand needs to be seen as profitable, and DC movies particularly, in order for the Snyderverse to be concluded. That's just the way this works.
That's not working.
See, this is what I have. This is where like I'm kind of confused. Okay.
Yeah.
So if your Superman movie, okay, that's kicking off your universe, let's say, what did the movie break? Did it break 500?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so it just broke 500 then, right?
Which, if the budget they reported is like to be believed, which I kind of believe it did profit.
Okay. With that aside, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're the Superman movie, which is the start of your universe, okay, it is your main character, it is your go-to guy, right? If the start of the universe only brought in, let's say, 500, okay, how is it that you can determine profitability and whether? Sorry, how do I want to word this? What I'm trying to say is, like, how is it that with what you guys have coming down the line, if you're Superman, if your main guy only brought in 500 million, how do you expect Supergirl or Clayface to do well?
Well, on
like,
that,
how is that an expectation?
Well, on that, so let's talk about that. It's like I said before. It's like, hey, if they're getting positive, like, critical and fan response, and the money is like slow, and a lot of these projects are starting to come in, because what people forget is like, and actually Campia was right about this. It's like DC as a brand since the DCEU. Now, he didn't blame Zack Snyder, so I want to be clear on that. I watched the video. The DC brand, because of old WB, was in the crapper. So it's kind of like in the situation Marvel was in. So that's where I kind of attribute that. It's like people are like, yeah, it's Superman.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree.
They have to build back trust first. So that's going to take a couple of projects. So the way I kind of see it is Gunn probably told him, hey, look, this may like not like profit a lot. Like, don't go into this expecting to make $1 billion per se, let's say. But it's like, if there's positive word of mouth, and then like, let's say Supergirl, Lanterns, and Peacemaker do really well, or like are still trending upward. If there's a trend going up in terms of DC making money, I think they're going to be fine with that.
Mira, I'm sorry, I'm talking Spanish. Yeah, sorry, someone who texted me. So listen, yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Jared, because I agree with Campy on that one. I think he's an asshole. I think he gaslights his audience. But
he goes a little far sometimes. I'll agree with
but
you
I'll get to that. I'll get to that at the end of the show. Don't worry. I'm going to get to that in the end. Rox knows what I'm talking about.
But it's like that's the way I kind of attribute that. So and here's the thing. If this is why I've told, here's the situation we're in. From the perspective of Snyderverse fans, if we're in the position where unfortunately WB and James Gunn are gonna be making decisions whether or not the Ayer cut comes out, whether or not like Zach gets invited for like one more movie, let's say. So it's like if DC as a brand at the movies is profitable, there is a scenario where this happens. I mean, hell, the Batman 2 is supposed to start shooting in the spring. They 100% confirmed this. So I'm just like, look, if WB is if DC Studios as a brand is seen as like bring in positive word of mouth and trending upwards in terms of like profiting, they don't have to do like a billion, 2 billion. Quite possibly. I think the age of like superhero movies making that type of money is gone. But
see, I can't buy into that narrative because Deadpool and Wolverine just made that kind of money. Deadpool and Wolverine just made over $1 billion, did it not, at the box office? That wasn't that long ago. So I can't buy into this narrative that superhero movies aren't making $1 billion at the box office anymore.
Well, here's the thing. How many superhero movies besides that one example have made $1 billion?
So let's
recently.
Let me just explain so the numbers here, okay? Because yes, we're talking about profitability.
Yeah.
Like I said, DC is not profitable. Not yet. Yes, it will be in the future because you got to build trust. Now, I'm gonna explain this. So I'm going to explain this chart here real quick. So let me just make this a little bit bigger.
I like what DC Talk just said in the comments. Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion. Yeah, I know. I took my kids to go see it. It was actually a pretty good movie.
That was the biggest surprise. I was like, wait, what?
Because kids love it, bro. Like I got twin boys. They're 5 years old. They love that stuff, man.
Yeah, that is 100% true.
I gave my kids the option to see that, to see Jurassic World, and to see something else. They went with Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, there you go.
So you see the arrow right there? That is July 11th.
Yeah.
The day I was in New York. And when James Gunn gave us that abomination called Superman. James Gunn Superman. No, James Gunn Superman. Let's clear that out. You can see right there, obviously, everybody said, oh my God, it's such a hit. Everybody loved it. Okay, everybody loved it. Why did the stock stay at, it closed at $11.73. Why didn't it rip higher? If it was a success, why didn't it rip higher?
Well, here's a way to think about that. Is DC Studios the only thing under WB? One movie is not going to like make the stocks all of a sudden like whoosh, like shoot up like that.
Now I will, but I'm gonna push. But Rox, allow me. Okay, this is my topic.
Sorry. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So I agree and disagree with that, Jared, because remember when the Snyder Cut was announced. And the stock market business is called the news or breaking news called the catalyst. When you have a catalyst, means some news that is going to make the stock either go up or go down. Obviously, Zach. I'll just hold on, just for around this time is when I got it. Around that time, where my arrow's right there, that's when Zach announced the Snyder Cut with Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
And look how it built momentum, and went up.
Yeah.
So a movie, yes, it can, if it's a movie that big with that much momentum and that phenomenal, like it was Zack Snyder's, absolutely. The stock that can make a stock.
And I'll agree that there are people on like the internet or even on the reviews thing that like went a little far with the hyping up movies, like people saying, oh, it's definitely going to cross $1 billion. And I go, no, it's not. Just stop.
And now you see right here. So basically, a movie can make your stock go up. James Gunn's didn't. And as much as the Gunners keep saying, like, I might offend some people here, and at this point, I don't really give a shit. The majority of these people, they're not educated people. I'm sorry. They don't understand business. They don't understand numbers, and they don't fucking know how to read a chart. Because this right here that I'm showing you, this is what matters at the end of the day.
So the red on the chart going downwards afterwards. Explain that. You see the dive? You see how it climbs,
Yeah.
climbs, and then it
Yep.
hits the red, and then it dives down. Explain the red. Explain the dive. Explain
right.
what that is.
This is when the earnings report happened this week. Okay, so this is August 7th. That's when the earnings report happened.
So that's when all the real numbers got back to Warner Brothers, is what you're saying.
And this exactly, and this is what happened. Let me just switch to this screen over here. Zazie. So every quarter, businesses have to show their numbers. What's going on? How you doing? How did you make money? Did you lose money? What's coming in the pipeline? Blah 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 blah. Zazie announced on the earnings call during pre-market. What is pre-market? That is between 7 a.m. and 9:30, pretty much
before the market opens.
Before it opens, he announced James Gunn's. Zazie says that James Gunn is writing and directing the next chapter of the Super Family. And long and behold, what happened? Boo! Meaning the market. Okay, let me put my face again so the Gunners can see. The market rejected Superman. The market is rejecting David Zaslav. How many more times do I have to fucking get into your head? But remember, I'm Chilean, and we have a motto in Chile. You're either going to get it by reason or by fucking force. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Chilean national motto. Google it if you don't believe me. So that's what happened. The market is rejecting David Zaslav. Yes, the company is reducing their debt and they're getting more cash flow. Yes, I will give credit where it's due. But let's face it, the market is not trusting David Zaslav. Now, will the stock go up when they split? Yeah, it will. How much? I don't know. And I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't pretend to be, and I'm not giving any financial advice. So don't quote me on that. I mean, yeah, don't quote me on the ARK is going to get this. No, I'm not a financial advisor again. So I'm saying that right now. So that's what it means. So you can see right here, I'm going to show this last one here, and then you see pre-market right there. Mm-hmm. This is a 5-minute chart. This is the time. This is aftermarket, pre-market, and that's the open market. Right here was the earnings call report, and you can see it went up.
Right
but
before the market opened, and then it dove.
And then Zazie said, "Yeah, James Gunn do Super Family." Boom, down, and then the next day, boom, down again. 2 + 2 is 4. Math.
So when we were talking about Superman's budget earlier, and I know there's a lot of numbers being thrown around, but I do remember at one point you and Charles covered I think it was a tax receipt from the state of Ohio.
Yes.
Do you remember what the actual number was on that tax receipt?
Like around 360 million.
It was much higher.
Was that before or after deductions, though?
The deductions were like 11 million on credits. They only got like 11 million in credits for the from the state of Ohio or something like that. Wait, hold on. Buena. So yeah, basically, listen, it's not the first time companies cook the books.
Mm-hmm.
And WBD is cooking books. Whether you guys want to agree with it or not, I don't have proof on it, but I know how to do fucking math. And the math doesn't add up. And you get these other outlets like Grace Randolph or Campia or Burnett, they're going to tell you, oh, the multiplier is this, that. Yeah, but they're not giving you the right number because, again, they're trying to fucking sell this company. They're trying to flip it. Because next year is the year that is going to determine, okay, what is the actual value of this company. And yes, I do agree that they're holding Zach's IP hostage. They're holding it hostage. That's why we're not getting it on Netflix or Amazon or anything or any third party yet, because they know what they have. I just showed you the stock where it was with the Snyder Cut. You really think that shit won't happen again?
Oh, dude! If they announced a Snyder or anything, dude.
So let's not pretend, James Gunn fans, Let's not pretend otherwise. Again, you can like his movies, you can support him as an artist, and that's okay.
See, and that's the other thing. Sin Havoc's pointing out both Gunn and Safran's contract expire this year or next year. Sorry,
Next year.
Or sorry,
Yes, that is
Safran's
true.
contract expires this year. Gunn's contract expires next year. And I heard Safran's looking. The rumor on the streets is he's looking for
Replacing,
an out.
he's trying to, and like looks like they're trying to the rumor was, it was in the news that he might replace Pam and Mike.
Not after,
Which honestly, I'm like, why would you do that, David Zaslav? But again, the market is not stupid. It's not stupid. And listen, you have podcasts like us now, the new media, not the fucking corporate media that gets bought. Because last I checked, Rocks, are we self-funded?
Self-funded.
Really? Which means we don't answer to nobody, right?
Exactly.
Means we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Means we do what the fuck we want.
And that means
this is a big number. Gosh, I am not for sale. And even if I was, you're several zeros short. Now, you may be able to buy your man sausage for that, but to me, it just looks rude at breakfast.
we're not for sale. Period. Now, if some studios, as we grow, because yes, we are growing as a podcast, we intend to keep growing and bringing guests like we just had Darkseid. We had Green Lantern. We got the Gunnery Commander. Zach, whenever you're ready, open invitation. David Ayer, same thing with you. I gave you that open invitation last year. It's still available. We are going to be getting high-profile guests in this podcast because we are thinking long-term. Not short-term, long-term. Okay? So, and we are never, and I repeat, we are never going to gaslight our audience, just like these other, like Soups did, or whatever the fuck that kid's name is, or Angry Joe, or one of these guys, like lying to your fucking face, guys, with all this bullshit. Because listen, I can be objective and reasonable with a review, but here's the thing. To me, you guys are more important than getting access to a fucking movie or a corporate studio, whatever.
And trust me, if we wanted access, we would get access our way.
And we will eventually. I think we will. We will earn it because people will come to us because, like I said, like I'm going to these conventions because I'm networking. I'm spreading the word. The Lethal Geeks, you know, like Frank Miller say, "Hey, Lethal Geeks! Shout out to Lethal Geeks!" Like Frank fucking Miller, dude. So again, I'm never gonna gaslight the audience. Period. If I like a movie, I like the movie. If I hate the movie, I'm gonna hate the movie, and I'm just gonna say it. And if some studio comes in, "Hey, do you mind reviewing this?" Yeah, but here's the thing: I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be objective, and I'm gonna be fair. But if you're gonna say, "Oh, but you gotta say this because we'll give you access," then fuck you, dude. I don't need your access. And that makes us lethal geeks. Now, do you want to say anything else before we move on to our final topic?
No, dude. I think we're talking about money. We're talking about funding, and I think that is the perfect segue for what needs to be spoken on right now.
All right. So, before we move to this topic, Jared, I want to let you know that Jared is not aware of what we're going to speak. We're going to talk about the trending event that just happened. But Jared, I'm about to say a few things. You might agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But again, this is our opinion.
Yeah.
This is our point of view. And I just, and whatever we say here, Jared has nothing to do with this. And if what we say pisses off a few people in the audience, you guys wish to leave our channel or leave our community, I'm totally cool with it. Because what I'm about to say, let's just say, like I said, you're either going to get it by reason or by force. Por la razón o por la fuerza. It's that simple. That being said, let's talk about the Ayer cut and Schumacher cut trending event, because this was awesome. I saw the truck and I was kind of happy that we're actually trying to unite the fandom. Rocks. Do you think we're doing? No, actually, I'm not gonna ask you, Jared. You are an outsider here. I want your honest opinion, and guys in the chat, please tell me if I'm wrong. What I'm saying, because I've said this before. Hold us accountable. I have no problem in owning my mistakes and saying them on camera, because that's the difference between a lot of YouTubers and social media Twitter guys, that we show our face. And I think that has earned our respect. Would you agree with that, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull up the no, where is it? Eric cuts. Nope. Here it is. Okay. So we it's no secret that we, the Lethal Geeks, we sponsored this trending event, and we did it not for clout, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, oh, these guys are looking for clout. Guys, we don't need the fucking clout, dude. How many more times do I got to tell you guys? We don't need the clout. We're doing this because we're on a mission. We want to see these movies. We want these stories to be told.
Mm-hmm.
See them. Now, I'm just gonna put the audio off. Me personally, I liked Batman Forever. I saw it in theaters when I was a kid, and I know there's a crowd out there that wants this movie. If we get it, awesome. Me personally, I'm not that highly invested in the Schumacher cut, but again, that's just me, guys. Don't cancel me. Don't call me blasphemy. It's just me, because I am more focused on the other things, which is Zach's DC universe. But if we get this, absolutely, I will go see this in theaters or buy it on physical media or on streaming. Wherever they put this movie, the Schumacher cut, I am definitely going to see it. Because
Dude, I watched.
and I'm a Batman fan.
I watched a whole, I think it was a video breakdown by somebody who actually got into the screening. I sent it to you. And when I actually listened to all the intricate details and what was changed and what scenes were added, like, I actually would love to see this if it ever sees the light of day. If the studio could put a little bit of money behind finishing the visual effects and blending in that footage with the rest of the movie, because from what I heard, it's basically a 4K rip of Batman Forever, but then with cuts in of the missing footage, lower quality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if they could just spend a little bit of money to make it all seamless, dude, I think it would be phenomenal. I would go to theaters to watch it. I would buy
for, like, let me put it this way. I'm all for a director's actual intended vision of the movie, because and I made that like decision about this is who I am. The minute I saw how different the Snyder cut was from the actual, like, theatrical cut of Justice League, and I go, nah, at this point, I don't trust any theatrical cut of the movie. It's like, if I, like, put it this way, if I only get a theatrical cut, assuming the movie's good, I'm like, okay, but it's like, that's the reason why, by the way, I watched the Snyder cut for the 19th time today. So it's like, my plan is to get to 20, but it's like, as long, that's why I don't care if it's like 4 hours or 5 hours. If the movie's good, I'll sit there and watch it.
Jared, do you know what comic book movie opened up the door to director's cuts for me personally?
Which one?
Daredevil.
Yes. You see, here's a funny story for that on that rock. So I watched Daredevil a long time ago when I first watched it. I was like, why don't people like this? I didn't know that my first time watching the movie was the
director's cut.
And then as soon as I see the theatrical, because here's how I knew it was the director's cut. The lead-in to the Evanescence song was different. So I'm like, it's not. And then I was like, oh, that's the direction. So when I saw the theatrical cut and all through it, I was like, yeah, this is way less cool than the version I saw before.
No, I agree 100%, man. 100%.
So yeah, dude, like release the Schumacher cut for sure,
absolutely.
Man. And obviously David Ayer's Suicide Squad, and right here we have the truck, which
great job, man.
I'll just turn the volume on because I don't. It sounds like sucks like that sounds. But so yeah, I mean, like, listen, regular people are invested in this, not bots. We've said this multiple times.
Well, yeah.
We understand. We understand also that the business side and executive side, they need to move forward. I get that part, but again, you're targeting an audience that, one, you're trying to make exist, which it's kind of hard. Second, you're alienating a lot of that. So I don't care if you keep.
It's like, hey, it's more content that you can then profit from.
Yeah.
And again, why are we going to keep talking this, and why are we going to keep cheerleading these trending events? Because again, the next owners, you think they're not fucking paying attention? We've been banging the fucking for years, and we're doing it.
Demi Ray got a good comment there. It says Batman Forever only needs 1 million, but instead of making
Where is it?
Garbage,
Oh,
like
there it is.
Man. Yeah, $1 million bucks. If that's all it needs to complete, like, that's insane, man. Like, do it. Put that out, people. You know how easy it would be to make money off of that.
Yeah, exactly. You'd make that it back in DVDs all alone if you wanted to release it on DVD.
Of course.
You know what? I'm starting to. You know what? I might even follow Christopher Nolan's advice, because he keeps banging the bell. Also, guys, buy physical media. Buy physical media. Buy physical media. I'm actually starting to consider his advice also, because I haven't had physical media in so long.
It sucks because it's disappearing here, bro. Like, you walk into a Best Buy, they don't have Blu-rays anymore. They don't have 4Ks. You go to Walmart, barely has Blu-rays and 4Ks nowadays. The only place I can get them is off of Amazon.
Yeah, same.
So I understand, like, they're trying to I understand. Okay, I'm gonna take this out now. Okay, I understand that Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav, is trying to sell this business, flip it, just like flipping houses. I used to be a real estate broker. I understand flipping.
That's what he does.
This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to flip. He's trying to flip this company. He's doing a shitty job on it. In some areas, he's excelling. In some areas, he's not. So again, I'm going to be fair with that. And he's trying to pump up the DC brand. Again, let me repeat that. The DC brand. So you have content that people are dying for, but you're neglecting it. But actually, you're not neglecting it. They're holding it hostage. And that's the sucky part. But I understand, right, because they're trying to sell. If they weren't selling this company, I would give Zaslav the benefit of the doubt and, like, okay, let's release this. All right, let's get Superman. Let's get your DC universe going on. Okay, and then we'll release the Ayer cut, the Schumacher cut, and Zack finishes. Fine. I understand that part. But what we were talking about earlier, it's about trust. The trust is gone.
I got that.
And honestly, like, I get it, David Zaslav. It's not your fault. You weren't here when fucking Toby Emmerich and Hamada were around. But guess what? It's baggage that you inherited. And we told you, just let Zach finish the story. Just do the Elseworld. Listen, and even I said it. Listen, if you even just make an announcement to say, hey, listen, Zach is coming back, but we need James Gunn to do his thing first, I would have been fine with it, because I said this in with Sil. Shout out to Sil if you're watching on Zill's pod long time ago. If they would have just announced and let Zach will finish his story, I would have gone and seen Superman and shown support. I would have still ripped it apart, but at least I would have.
I said the same thing. I would have actually
counterpoint
gone to the theater and watched it if they were to give me, as a consumer, what I want.
All right. Counterpoint, though. So let's say he does that. Let's say he did do that, and then, like, because the movie would probably not release or get done into production. I'm talking about Zach's movie, like, until years down the line, right? And a lot could happen back then.
And I would have been okay with that.
No. I know you would have, but I'm just saying a lot can happen. Like, maybe stuff falls apart. It's like, so I can understand his hesitancy to not, like, make too many extremely long-term commitments. So they're like, that's why I still
Okay.
say they're like,
All right.
let's wait until
Fair
at
point.
least the first batch come out, because if the first batch comes
Fair
out
point.
and we decide, hey, this is profitable, let's pour more in there, and then they could say, hey, Zach and Ayer, come on back, guys.
You know what? I would be open to that if there was a sign of good faith. And for me, a sign of good faith.
Okay, I
For
can buy
me,
that. I can go
a
with that.
sign of good faith would be investing the $1 million to complete something like the Schumacher cut and giving that to the fans while we wait. Or a sign of good faith would be to finish up Ayer's Suicide Squad
cut.
and put that out and say, look, guys, we don't know about the future, but as a sign of good faith, we're going to give this to you. If WB had taken
agree
that
with that.
route, I would have been, again, much more open to supporting James Gunn, his universe, and that Superman movie. But because they went about it all wrong and isolated us as fans, as Zack Snyder fans, as DC fans, that's why I did not support this movie and supported #wallets closed.
Counterpoint on that, though, it's like, but the leadership of this WB is different from the one last time. Granted, they've made a lot. They've made some mistakes. I'm not saying that this one is done. However, it's like, are you really going to pour all of the baggage from like the old regime onto the new one?
Mm-hmm. Yes, because they represent. They took on this entity and they represent everything that WB was before. When you purchase that company, you inherit everything that comes along with it. You inherit all the baggage that comes along with it. And you know that it's a tarnished brand, so you need to show some good faith to the fans to repair that. And they didn't do that. They didn't do that.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. It's like, let me put it to you this way. I get both arguments. I get why they didn't do it, but I also get what, in my mind, they should. Because let me put it this way: if I were in charge of this, I'd say, hey, look, what I would have done is in the interim between like Gunn makes his announcement on the movies and then like the Superman coming out, I would have said, hey, let's put a couple of the director's cuts on
exactly.
there. Just that. Not even to like build trust, but that is important. Don't get me wrong. But it's like also to just get DC content going out there. And go, hey, let's do this. It takes a minimal investment. So it's like, okay, you know what? I do agree with the argument that like it's so minimal, you might as well do it. And to be clear, I do agree with you. I do not trust WB. Like, it's not even like James Gunn, because it's like, okay, I can deal with one creative. I do not trust that company with the DC brand, because even the comic side, they have royally screwed that up. So it's like I need to see more either way before I personally hop on that.
No, I agree with you there, Jared. Like I said, I just think that a sign of good faith goes a long way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think that with how fractured the fandom is right now, that would have been the perfect bridge to, extend your hand and say, look, guys, I might not be doing what you want me to do, but there is a path in the future. Let me get through this. And in the meantime, here's your Schumacher cut. Here's your Ayer cut.
But instead, this is the wackiest hashtag ever.
Referring to hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix.
Should I keep going? Because James, fuck you, dude. Drop your ego. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So, and here's the best part.
Oh, Phil, your microphone cut out. Your mic cut out, buddy. There you go. You're back now.
Yeah. Sorry. What I was going to say is, and this is the best part, and I hope, I know Warner Brothers is going to be sending their fucking agents to hear us out, because listen, we've already been targeted by Movie Web and other outlets because of our trending event in New York. So thanks for the shout out, by the way, Movie Web.
Well, they send their bots in our chats, I noticed too. Any video that we get that has like over 5,000 views, the bots are just target.
Here's the thing. Zach, we said this multiple times. Zach, Warner Media didn't give a dime for Zach to promote the Snyder Cut. We pushed it through podcast. Do you really think we're asking you to put fucking marketing on the Ayer cut and the Schumacher cut? Well, fuck, dude.
Just release it and dump it, as far as I'm concerned.
Dump it. We're your fuck. hold on. Let me put my face again because they have to see this face. We are your fucking marketing machine, motherfuckers. We are your fucking marketing machine. The fans. Sorry, I just had to get that.
Do you feel better now, Phil? You feel better?
Yeah. It's like plus here's the thing. They did a study about this, but most people get like their news and stuff and like their analysis not from like the traditional ways anymore. They get it from podcasts like ours. So it's like it's like use what you're fighting against. Like that's it. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
we gotta swing it back on topic, bro. I want to swing right back to the trending event. So
we gotta talk about so now I can
do what you gotta do, bro.
All right. So first of all, I wanna let me just send this here. All right, where is that thingy here? So here's the receipt if people don't believe us. But again, short-term memory, I get it. And again, we didn't do this for clout, for clicks, for views. We did this for you guys, the audience, because again, we at the Lethal Geeks podcast, we put you guys first.
And not to mention, we had just done our own trending event just a month ago. Okay, so this was specifically for the fandom. Phil wanted to. I'm going to give credit where credit was due. This was Phil funding this out of his pocket, guys. Okay, he didn't ask anybody else for money. He didn't ask me to support. He didn't ask Charles. He did this out of the goodness of his heart. Okay, so I want the fans and everybody in the chat here and everybody listening to understand that. First off,
repeat that one more time. Go ahead.
Real quick, I want everybody to know that this was Phil who funded this truck. This did not come from me. It did not come from Charles. Phil didn't ask us to fund anything. Out of the goodness of that man's heart, he donated that money for the fans, for the fandom, for the Snyderverse, and for the Schumacher Cut community.
And then this happened. We got a shout out from Release the Aircut, which thank you guys. I appreciate that. But what Rock said, I wanted to include us as a team, but okay, Rock's already pretty much spilled the beans. Yes, I funded everything. And yes, I pretty much I fund this bitch. Fine. Okay. I'm the producer of this podcast. I'm the one who pays the bills. I take care of everything. Do I ask anything in return? No. Why? Because this is not about the money. It's about sending a message. That's what it's all about. And the message is restore the Snyderverse, release the Aircut, release the Schumacher Cut, make the Batfleck movie. And we did not we were not part of the organization of this event. We just pretty much let these accounts, Erica and Schumacher, do their thing. Because again, we did this because we wanted to we're in a fucking war, guys. We're in a war. All right? We're fighting. Okay, let me ask you this. Jared, I'm assuming you've seen RoboCop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time ago.
Okay. RoboCop is pretty much corporate. It's us little guys versus the corporations, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what we're doing, guys. We are fighting against corporations. Corporations don't give a rat's fuck about either you or me. They care about this. That's all they care about. The money. All right? So when you make corporations to bend the fucking knee, like we did Warner Media, that's how you get results. Excuse me. You don't get results bending the knee. You don't get results kissing ass. And you definitely don't get results catering to James Gunn's ego. And that is the part where I have an issue And I'm just going to say this. And again, if anyone takes offense, I'm sorry, but Rock said it. I put the fucking money to this shit, so I get to say my piece here. If you guys like it, great. If you don't, put your money where your mouth is. Because we at the Lethal Geeks, we put our money where our mouth is. This is where I had an issue with. That we would have appreciated a little heads up if you guys were going to kiss James Gunn's ass.
Just out of like a sign of respect to Phil, who funded it, all they had to do was say, "Hey, listen, guys, we know you're not a part of how we're running the campaign, but this is the direction we're going to go with running this campaign." And just giving us that heads up would have been so much more respectful, considering, like I said, the money came out of Phil's pocket for this. And that's clearly not how we ran our previous campaign. So it's just a little disappointing to see that, we associated the Lethal Geeks and the Lethal Geeks brand with you guys. And it just kind of feels like we were thrown under the bus and kind of sold out just for you guys.
Oh, we were sold out, period.
And,
we were.
Basically kiss James Gunn's ass in the end and beg him like a dog for a product he's not going to give you, in my opinion.
Okay.
So let me. Oh, go ahead, Jared. Go ahead.
Well, I will say I understand the idea of like playing up to James Gunn, because here's why. It's because he got put in charge of the DC movie brand in general, so ultimately he is going to be involved in the decision, and having him like remotely like friendly, it's like when he took the photo of Zach. You can believe they're friends or not, but it's like having a shoe in with WB is a good idea. So I disagree in terms of like of all of a sudden isolating us from like James Gunn, because I think that will lead to the opposite.
See, here's where I take an issue though, Jared.
Yeah.
Okay. Had the Lethal Geeks not funded this event, okay, and we had left it up to the fandom to fund the event, do you believe that these accounts would have ran with the same rhetoric had they have not gotten the funding already?
What do you mean?
Do you think that these accounts, if they needed to get funding for this trending event, for this truck, and let's say Phil didn't give that funding, okay, and they were relying on the fandom to raise that money, do you think the fandom would have supported them with the direction that they decided to take the campaign after we had already given them the money for it?
Knowing that we do not support James Gunn or his DCU.
Knowing that the majority of the fan base that you're trying to appeal to raise your funds does not support that man.
I can kind of see where you're coming from on that. I can see that.
Okay.
So that is the point that I'm trying to make. I don't know these accounts. I don't know them personally. I've never seen their faces. So I took a gamble. This is reality. I took a gamble. And that's okay. At the end of the day, dude, all this shit, I'm tax deducting it anyway. So it's not like I'm losing money anyway. So it's like, whatever. But the point is, though, we're trying to bring everybody together, and infighting does not help. And I'm not going to name names, but I did hear infighting amongst this trending event back behind the scenes. And that's the fucking shit that I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to say that we're the new leaders of the Snyder community. No, that's not what I'm trying to say, because people come and go. We've had people come in and rally fandoms and come in and come out, and that's fine. If we're the next ones in line now, sure. Will someone else come and replace us? Sure. Will there be an ego issue? No. Why? Because again, it's not about ego. It's not about clout. It's not about who has the bigger swing or whatever. It's about getting the movies. It's about getting the content. Because one thing, if we are Snyder fans, I think this clip will pretty much say it all.
Submission. Now that's a bit of a problem. See, rumor has it The Athenians have already turned you down. And if those philosophers and boy lovers have found that kind of nerve, then...
We must be diplomatic.
And of course, Spartans have their reputation to consider.
We're fucking Spartans, guys. Legit. We are Spartans. Because think about it. Like I said, I met Frank Miller. And Frank Miller inspired Zach. And Zach has inspired other artists like Bo DiMaggio, who pretty much, if you saw X-Men 97, he pretty much ripped everything from Zach Man of Steel.
And he
That's
confirmed
okay.
he did.
And that's okay. That is okay.
Did you see someone actually argued with him about what he took inspiration from? And he goes, "Are you really arguing with me about what I was inspired by?"
Yeah, I did. I did see that.
That's so good. I love that.
So listen, long story short, guys, we will keep supporting campaigns, of course.
Mhm.
But the next time is going to be under our terms.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Because one, I don't want to hear any more infighting. Two, like Rock said, just a common courtesy. Just say, hey, you know what? We know we funded the truck. We know that you guys don't like James Gunn, but we're trying to be diplomatic. And I would have said, you know what? I don't agree with you, what you're trying to do, but I respect it. And I thank you for giving me the heads up. That's all. That's all. That's all you had to do, guys. Just
a friendly courtesy, guys. That's all we're asking for here.
So hopefully this becomes a lesson, because like I said, we're showing our faces. We're not afraid. If you guys are not willing to show your faces, then you're fucking cowards. You're afraid, because it's easy to sell that Twitter account to somebody else. Hence, I heard rumors that's why this account kissed James Gunn's ass, because looks like they were sold.
Somebody else might be running it. Somebody else might be in charge. And this is why when we do our open panels, when we bring people from the fandom onto this platform, it is a requirement that you cam up and show your face, because we want to make sure that we're talking to real people here. And we want the people behind the avatar to stand behind their words. That's what it comes down to, guys.
And listen, I understand. And I said this last time, and it's the way how you say it. I know we're not all friends, but if I say we're not friends, that sounds harsh, right?
Mhm.
But if I say, guys, I know we're not friends, but can we at least be respectful and have a little professional courtesy? See what I just did there, Rox? How I said it, how I delivered it. It's how you communicate.
Exactly.
It's how you deliver it, not how you say it. I mean how you say it, but the tone and again, face. You're seeing me that yes, I am upset. I got pissed off when I saw that, but again,
that's what
there's nothing I can do about it. But I can.
Words can very easily be misinterpreted when you're reading a post. You
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
understand the tone. You don't understand the demeanor of the person and what they're trying to deliver. You don't get all that when you're just reading a post. Hence, why we didn't make a post about this. Why we're trying to be polite and professional and air our grievances now here for you guys to hear and see and understand our tone of voice and what we're trying to get across.
And I did promise the air crew that I was going to do a one-shot video, but honestly, after what I saw, I was like, fuck them. Because
I know I had the
respect. I felt I was stabbed in the back.
And
that's
listen,
okay.
I had the thumbnail ready to go for him, guys.
Yeah.
It was there. It was all ready to go.
And Demi, you know what I'm talking about. Demi Ray knows what I'm talking about. So, again, we are not saying we will not support future trending events. Absolutely, we will. If you guys need help funding, yeah. If I can pony up the money, absolutely, I will help you guys. But it's going to be under our terms next time. and our logo will be slapped in there next time. And if you need the truck, I will fucking fund it, but I will handle the truck my goddamn self.
Ooh, and you know, I got to bring something up because I've been hearing some rumors about people who had an issue with our logo on the last truck.
Go ahead, explain.
People had issues with our logo on the last truck. Phil, did you know that?
I wonder why.
Let me explain something, guys. When we did that that truck and we did our event, did we ask the fandom for any money? No. Did we crowdsource anything? Did we crowdfund anything for that event? No. That truck and that event was paid for and organized 100% by the Lethal Geeks. So if you have an issue with something that we paid for and we funded and we organized, and you have an issue with us putting our logo on that,
or your hashtag,
or our hashtag,
no, your
hashtag, whatever. Regardless,
because we know there was a hashtag. You know which one I'm talking about.
Regardless of the hashtag, the fact of the matter is that we had every right to put our logo on something that we paid for, we organized, we campaigned. Hell, you even went down to New York yourself with a camera, chased after a freaking truck, Phil.
In fucking summer.
Hot. In the middle of 40-degree New York summer.
With the wrong shoes.
Well, 40-degree Celsius. I know a lot of you guys here are American.
Yeah, you got Celsius. Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
But yeah, guys, like some just to even for that to have even been something that people were trying to make controversial is absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And you know why they tried to make it controversial, Phil? Because we actually put our money where our mouth is.
Thank you.
We walk the walk. And I've said it before. There's some people out there who love to talk up a big game. They'll talk the talk and they'll talk your ear off. But at the end of the day, there are very few of us who are actually walking the walk. The running Phil.
Mwah. I love you, Mama Bear. So yeah, guys. So long story short, don't fuck with me. Period. Because I'll call you out right here and there.
God damn, there's a perfect scene for this. There's a perfect scene from a perfect movie. Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
Oh, of course I have. What the fuck? Jared, have you?
No, I haven't.
What?
I haven't. I haven't.
All right,
Phil,
that's fine.
The scene is, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Oh, good gracious. That's good. I love that.
Pull it up, Phil.
All right. We'll do this and we'll do final talks.
And we'll do final thoughts.
All right. Oh, it's my birthday! It's my birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
42. 42, Phil?
Yes.
Damn, bro.
Now.
Looking good for 42, my man.
And I feel, dude, I feel 32. I feel like 10 years younger.
What?
I've been working out.
I was gonna say, I see your workout videos, bro. You're on that regimen.
Dude, in 2 months, I lost 4% body fat.
Awesome, bro. And for those in the audience that don't know, he's actually being trained by the same trainer that trained Ben Affleck for his Batman movies.
Oh, dope. So what you're telling me is that Phil is going to become actual Batman.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
I am Batman. I'm Batman.
He's the goddamn Batman.
I'm the goddamn Batman. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show a picture in a second because I know some people might not believe. But let me pull this up in the meantime. All right, here we go. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Walter, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Here you go, Larry. You see what happens? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry. This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass? What happens? What happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger?
Gary, you have to watch this movie, dude. It's a classic.
What happens, Larry? What happens, Larry? What happens when you fuck a stranger?
That's great.
Hey, man, stop it! I just bought that fucking gun last week. Whoa! I'm gonna fucking kill you! I just bought the fucking gun last week. Come on, man. I'll kill your fucking gun, man. No, hey, that's not his ass. God damn it! Fuck you! You like that? Fuck you!
Well, you guys get the point. Hold on. Let me, there you go.
There it is, guys. That's the one.
That's so good.
If you haven't seen this movie, you guys don't know what you're missing out. You guys just have no idea.
Oh, it's a classic, dude. All right, let me show you that picture so guys can believe me, because I get it. Some people need receipts, and I got receipts.
Receipts.
Walter Norton Jr. trained the goddamn Batman. So give you the full story. So his director of the gym is I think he's direct cousin with Matt Damon, either director or second cousin. I don't remember. So pretty much Ben knows Walter long before he even did The Town. Actually, Walter trained him also for The Town.
Oh wow!
And that's how. And since Walter worked, Walter also trained the was a conditional trainer for the the Boston Celtics. Sorry, and that's how Ben met Walter, was through Matt's cousin, and the rest is history. And I trained at his fucking gym.
That's sick, bro.
Every day I walk into that gym, I see that picture, and I remind myself, be the goddamn Batman.
That's gonna be on a motivational poster. Be the goddamn Batman,
dude.
Well, Ben and who's the other buddy? Matt Damon. They're from Boston, right?
Yeah, they're from Boston.
I wonder, do they still have homes there, or have they completely?
Yeah,
yeah, they do. Eh?
I mean, they have family. They still have family here. Yeah,
that'd be sick if you actually ran into like Ben one day. That'd be so dope.
I did ask. So I did ask one of the trainers, because Walter obviously is not training me personally, for obvious reasons. One of his trainers is Nick. But yeah, Nick did tell me that they're close. They're friends of the family, basically.
That's awesome.
And he told me, like, so, because Nick knows that I'm a big DC guy, and he told me, like, Walter got Ben to 6% body fat for just that. You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah, the shirtless scene where he's pulling the weights.
6% body fat for that workout scene, and I'm like, holy shit! And I'm at 20
scene.
And I'm at 25. I'm like, shit. I'm way far. It's too much for me, dude. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm getting in shape. I'm very happy. I'm feeling. That's why guy, like, I'm in a good place in my life right now that I can give back. And this is how I'm giving back to you guys, the audience. That's why I'm not asking you guys to, like, I'm not, if I can give you guys giveaway signatures, because yes, I am going to give this away, guys. That's why I got it. That's why when I met Wayne T. Carr, shout out to you, Wayne, who's also his birthday is this month, so we'll give him a proper shout out when the time comes. Again, we're investing in you guys. I'm giving all this shit away for you guys, and I'm not asking anything in return. The only thing I'm asking you guys is like, share, and subscribe, and just join our conversation. And if you guys don't want to give us super chats, I'm not asking you to give us super chats or super thanks. If you guys want to, go right ahead. But at the end of the day, if you do that, that goes back to you guys, because that way I can go to more conventions, I can meet more comic book artists, and get these things and give them away to you guys. Tell me what other YouTube channel does that for their audience out of the goodness of their heart, because they can and they want to give back. Name me one. I'll wait. So, for our next giveaway, 5,000 subs, you get Dark Knight Returns signed by Frank Miller himself, and you get a copy of Daredevil Born Again. This one's not signed, so 5 subs, 5K subs.
5,000 subscriber giveaway. That's what that will be. Nice.
Again, guys, for real. Not about clout. I don't need the clout. Frox doesn't need the clout. Jared, I'm assuming you don't either. we do this because this is our escapism. We're geeks, we're fans. We love talking about this shit, and we love sharing this with you guys. So I hope what happened now with the air cut shit does not happen again. I understand we're not all friends, and that's okay. But I hope
we can all be professional.
Thank you. So, final thoughts, because I got to run because tomorrow I got a flight going on family vacation. So,
all good.
You're our guest, please. Your final thoughts before you wrap up.
Well, in terms of a lot of great movie talk, a lot of great movies. Phil, I am so jealous you got to meet Frank Miller, you son of a bitch. I'm like, oh my God. But in terms of some great comic book stuff. Thanks for having me. I love coming on here.
We're gonna be opening our. Also, Charles said he's doing a segment. We're also doing a comic book section soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got them here. So I still got So Jared, we will collaborate with comic books because I so definitely we'll be talking a lot sooner. But appreciate you coming in and again, open invitation and yeah, man. Whenever you're ready, want us to stop by your channel, let us know, man.
Let us know. Yeah,
anytime. I'd love to have you guys on.
Leo Getz, your turn.
No, it was nice being back, man. I kind of was feeling the itch. It's crazy. You miss one episode and it
feels weird,
long.
Right?
You know, it's because it has been long. It's been 4 weeks since the last time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Since I've been on the show, so it's nice. It's nice getting back into the routine. It's nice being here with you for a second time, Jared. We always have a great conversation having you on the show. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. And yeah, man, it's been nice to get back into the routine of things. We talked a lot of good stuff tonight. Fantastic Four, Happy Gilmore, DC, controversy, the whole 9 yards. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're not yelling at each other. We're not screaming at each other. We're saying what we have to say, getting our point across, and being respectful towards one another and each other's differing opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate.
Go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. No, I'm just going to say.
Go ahead.
I appreciate having that kind of discourse with people on the show. So thank you, Jared, and thank you to everybody in the chat who has been, sticking by the rules of the platform. I'll say that much.
All right, cool. So last thing I'm going to say is, guys, listen, at the end of the day, everybody's welcome to join our channel, to come in and open invitation. If you guys, other YouTubers, want to come in and have a conversation, listen, we can talk. That's what we want to do. We just want to talk. We want to talk about geek shit. We want to talk about fandom. And just like Agent 47 was saying, oh, it's going to be a flop. Did we even attack him and try to demonize him? No, we agreed to disagree. That's okay. And I know a lot of people out there like James Gunn's movie, and that's fine, dude. I'm not taking that experience away from you, but you can't escape the facts, dude. You just can't. That the movie didn't do what it did. And I understand because, the brand is tarnished and it takes time to build trust. And we've already told you what Warner Bros. Needs to do to rebuild that trust. But if they're not willing to do it, then okay, then your stock is still going to keep going down, down, and down. And we're going to keep reporting on it and roasting it. So yeah, man. We will see you guys.
What the heck are you doing? Like digging? Are you ripping out your chest hair or something? Like what is going on?
Hold on.
Did you get that? You got that at the Comic-Con?
At the Fan Expo, yeah.
Fan Expo, that's it. Sorry. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So what are
you doing? I'm like, is he pulling out his nipple ring? Like,
I don't have nipple rings, dude. I have a tattoo. That's it. I don't have rings or anything. Oh, well, I mean, I have rings, but not nipple rings. All right, guys.
I might actually have one.
Dude, hey, good for you, man. Not my thing. Too much info, Brox. All right, guys. We'll
I
see you
haven't
in
taken
2
my
weeks.
shirt off yet.
If I'm motivating you to get in shape, hey, awesome, dude.
Dude, I'm thinking I gotta start. I definitely gotta start.
Start with push-ups, dude.
I
All
got
right,
a
guys.
treadmill. That's where I gotta start, hitting that treadmill.
There you go. All right, guys. I gotta get to bed because I got a flight tomorrow. So, guys, we'll see you in 2 weeks. And replay crew, guys. And again, we're all on a mission. We're all here for the long game. We all want the same thing. Each one of us has different routes, but at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. And we will get it eventually. Because like I told Frank, when Zach gets the opportunity, because he will.
Yeah.
Don't be a pussy.
100%
Don't
will.
be soft.
Yeah.
And same thing with Zach's ZSGL 2 and 3. It will happen. But I say 3 to 5 years because we got to wait for this company to be sold again. Because let's face it, they're holding it hostage, and that's fine. But how we keep reminding people that we want this, we keep the conversation going, and we keep doing trending events, and we keep uniting the fandom. We'll have bumps here and there, like we had one right now, but okay, let this be a lesson. That's how I take it. All right, boys and girls, have a good night. See you in 2 weeks.
Good night, guys. Nipple rings for everyone.